What it do, what it do, what it do. We back in the building. I didn't know you guys couldn't hear me, man. Salute. We back. I don't know what was going on with my audio, but we gonna get back to this work. Salute. Can you guys hear me now? What's going on, Big Tony? Can you guys hear me? I had some. It looked like I had some audio issues a minute ago. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, man. Yeah, this man brand is damaged, man. There's no coming back from this. When you on the biggest stage, when you supposed to be at the pinnacle of whatever you doing, for him it's boxing. They at the pinnacle. You can't be ducking out of fights. Yeah, there we go. What's going on, B House? Yeah, you can't be ducking out of fights, man. Not when you at the pinnacle. All it took, when we look at Terrence Crawford and Jerron Boots Ennis, I could understand why a fight wasn't made between uh Virgil Ortiz, because Oscar De La Hoya, they've already openly stated they didn't want Virgil Ortiz to fight Terrence Crawford. So I'm not going to blame Terrence Crawford for not fighting Virgil Ortiz, because his team, Virgil Ortiz's team, had already said when Terrence Crawford was brought up, that Crawford and Spence need to fight and get out the way. So I'm not going to blame him for that. But we got another guy, Boots, who he he keep telling you he want to fight. And what you doing is you trying to duck out of the fight with Errol Spence so he could fight Boots as a mandatory. But I tell you what, Errol Spence fighting Boots would be a big fight. It's gonna be bigger than uh David Amnesia or Avocado or David Amnesia and Bud. That'd be a big Showtime fight. And what Errol Spence should do, win, lose, or draw, is move to 154 and force you to come fight him at 154 because you wanted to fight Charlo at 154 because you felt Charlo was easier because you seen Tony Harrison have boxing success against Charlo, so you figured you gonna be able to do the same thing. But is that chin gonna hold up? Is that chin gonna hold up against Mel? I don't think so. I don't think so. You gonna be out cold, cold, too too big, too strong for you, too mentally tough. Because see, one thing we know about Jamel Charlo, he's gonna get in there with whoever he need to get in the ring with. He done knocked out every champion he took a belt from. Whether he won the fight, whether he lost the fight and got a rematch and won the fight, whether he got a draw and came back and won the fight, he got in the ring with those guys to prove his greatness, to prove who he is, you know? And then you got these bitch ass motherfuckers from ESPN who will sit up and put Terrence Crawford as the number one pound for pound fighter in the world and leave Jamel Charlo off the list. How that work? How that work? At least we know what Jamel Charlo looked like against someone of even competition, win, lose, or draw. We don't know what Bud looked like against even competition. We've never seen him in an even competition fight. The closest thing we have seen him into an even competition fight, I'd have to say, would be Gamboa. It would have to be Gamboa. Who else would it be? So, and this guy, the number one pound for pound fighter, alleged pound for pound fighter in the world, the alleged number one pound for pound fighter in the world because he's not. Who's going into his 39th fight We can honestly say we can't find an opponent that we can say was a 50-50 fight, or the closest to a 50-50 fight this guy had was a guy moving up in weight off of a long 13, 14-month layoff in Gamboa. But somehow, for the time he fought Gamboa, probably like eight years ago, to today, he's still the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, and he ain't fought no goddamn body. Oh, we can say Porter. We'll give him Porter. I forgot about Porter. We'll give him Porter, right? We'll give him Porter. We'll give him Porter. But out of his own mouth, he said it was Gamboa in an interview. That's out the horse's mouth. He didn't say Porter. He said his biggest fight was against Gamboa. That's out of his mouth. But I'll give him Porter. You know, my bad. I shouldn't have responded to you. A Facebook user. You got to click on the link, the StreamYard link. I don't talk to Facebook users. I broke a rule. But he got this young killer, this young king. Number two, in his own sanctioning body. You know, people, the boxing public, I guarantee you this. If the fight with Earl Spence wasn't being made, if he had such an issue with the negotiations, then why didn't he just say, you know what? Fuck Earl Spence. I'm not going to fight him. I'm going to the Hall of Fame already. I'm a free agent. Hey, Steven Espinoza, let me fight the number two guy in my own sanctioning body where I'm the champ. It's evident we work. It's evident we trying to do business, right? Let me fight the number two guy in my own sanctioning body. He fight for Showtime, right? I don't want to fight Earl Spence no more. He's scared. Salute, Monty. I don't want to fight Earl Spence no more. Spence is scared of me. Nigga, we would have believed you if you would have fought Boots. We could have probably said, damn, maybe Spence is scared because he get ready to fight Boots. He trying to be great. He's number two in my own sanctioning body. I'm sitting here negotiating with the network with Spence that got Boots. And Boots ain't signed to Al Heyman. So much for Al Heyman trying to fuck me. Cameron Duncan, I used to work with him. There's an open door. There's a relationship. So you telling me at this point it was hard to Boots' name never came across your name, never came up, never came across your table. But I thought you was your own boss. What, aren't you picking the opponents? Because the word on the street was y'all was talking to Avocado back when you was with Top Rank. So what was the whole purpose of it? If Bob can't get me the Spence fight while I'm with him, he can't get me the Spence fight when I'm not with him. Fuck you. You want a guarantee. Promoters give guarantees to fighters. So why you left Bob then? He was giving you a high guarantee. High guarantee. But no, this dude, he want to fight Avocado. It's funny, man. And then the funny thing is this dude constantly, every time he do an interview, he gotta hate on Spence. Every time this dude do an interview, he gotta hate on Errol Spence. Oh, uh, uh, Earl Spence. I said let's take this 25 million because Earl Spence got a fire stick. People got fire sticks. Yeah, Earl Spence said he got a fire stick. 100, 1-800 drop a dime ass nigga. What the fuck going on here, man? I thought you was Trill, bud. Nigga, I thought you was Trill. What's good, Boxer Source? It's 1-800. Uh, I wanted to sit at the table, but Al told me his mama's sick. What the but but stay from in front of the camera. Go in front of the camera when it's time to box, my nigga. Go in front of the camera when it's time to box. If it ain't time to box, leave the camera alone. Leave it alone. You don't went and drop snitched on Spencer and Al. This shit funny, man. This shit funny. 1-800 drop a dime ass belly ass nigga. This is some sad shit right here, man. This is sad. Hey, I don't speak to Facebook users. I don't speak to niggas who can't just click a simple link in Facebook. It's I know it ain't hard to do that. You go back to the post. There's like this blue line that have some words with it. You click on it. You sync your account, and then you write a paragraph because that's what you butt fans do now. Y'all niggas all of a sudden a typist and paragraph ass writing ass niggas. Before these butt fans was, oh, we just want to fight. We just want to fight. We just want to fight. Salute to my big pro black Superman Tone in the building. That's my big bro right there. You know what I'm saying? We just we just want to fight. 60-40. Earl Scared 80-20. He said 70-30. He said 80-20. 60-40. Oh, y'all Spence fans as accountants. Whoa, how tables have turned. How tables have turned. Bud fans is writing paragraphs. They talk about money. They talking about Bud's alleged 8 figures. Man, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give y'all a secret, man, because I know income tax season coming up quick, man. The first of the year gonna be here soon. If y'all niggas need a good tax write-off, go invest in BLK Prime right now, because that fight is going to do trash ass numbers. Where's the marketing for the fight? Where's the advertisement for the fight? They don't even have an insured venue. And on top of it, you got a shitty ass opponent, an opponent that Lamont Peterson walked this dude down back in 2017. 5 years ago, Lamont Peterson walked down David Avenesian and beat him and fought Errol Spence's next fight. And y'all Buck fans said Lamont Peterson was old. That's what y'all Buck fans said. So we got to call a spade a spade. We have to call a spade a spade. This is a duck. This is a duck. This man ducked Errol Spence. This man ducked Boots twice. Twice. 2 times now. Boots had no opponent. Terrence Crawford, last fight, November of 2021. Boots had no opponent. People were stating when the WBA had that tournament with Stanionis and Ugas, people were saying, oh man, look at this. Earl gonna have to fight Bud or he gonna have to fight Boots. Because the WBA is gonna have the tournament. And Boots had no opponent. Let's see. Yep. This man sat on a contract for 13 days and wouldn't sign. You know what that means? You know what that means, right? You're a duck. If you sit on a contract for 13 days and you ask for, you got as detailed as to asking for the monies to be put in an account where no one touched it until everyone signed off on it. And then you come out and fight David Avocado, you a duck, bro. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Oh well, uh, I wanted to just grab my lawyer and go sit down with uh Bob Arrow. I mean, with Al Heyman. So this nigga this nigga thought he was DMX. He wanted to sit down with the boss and negotiate. Bud wanted to sit down with the boss and negotiate. No, no. What? Why would Al Heyman sit down with you and you don't want to sign to him? Why would he sit down with you? What's he sitting down with you for? You want a guarantee, but you don't want a promoter. You want a guarantee, but you want to be your own boss. No one got a problem with that. Being your own boss part, but when you're your own boss, see, employees go to work and they have guaranteed money. A boss is an entrepreneur and he just goes out and bet on himself. Hey, Ahmed, you need to talk to your bed buds, man. Tell them they just need to. All they got to do is go click on the StreamYard link. So you say 10 mil versus zero guarantee. Let me think about it. I'll take the 10 mil. Of course you would. Of course you would. You you and Bud had the same mentality like the the niggas who work for Microsoft and they said either we'll give you some stock right now or we'll give you $100. Y'all niggas say, oh yeah, we'll take the $100. But now the people, the fucking janitors who took the stock and bet on themselves and believed in the company and bet on the company are now millionaires. Of course you would. Of course you would take the 10 million. Of course. But y'all the same guys who said y'all the same guys who said that Errol versus Bud Crawford would be a $250 million fight. Y'all the same guys who said that if they fought. I already knew that the pay per view is going to be $99. It's going to be in Vegas where you're going to have to pay a lot for the seats, advertisement, all the stuff that Al Heyman do for all the fighters. So you telling me if this man got if the event grows 200, let's just say it grows 250 million, and after all said and done, there's 100 million to split, and this man gets 35% of that 100 million. That's 35 million. So when y'all sit up and talk about this guarantee shit, listen, we they when you are a corporation, you have to do things that are beneficial to yourself. You got this dude here that has sat down and single-handedly lost enough money for his last company that the promoter said, uh, they could have built a house in Beverly Hills. A man that we saw yanked off a pay-per-view because the American fight numbers were so poor. They weren't even reported for weeks. And then we saw the proof. His next fight after American was Mean Machine. That wasn't on pay-per-view. Sean Porter. It took for him to fight Sean Porter to get on pay-per-view. Look how these bad buds is scrambling. So I'm a promoter. So he's asking me, so you're a promoter, not a fan of boxing, but this was his last post. He's talking about money. He's asking me if I'm a promoter and not a fan of boxing, but he's sitting around worried about Bud's money. Are you a fan of boxing? Because if you were a true fan of boxing, you would have a problem with this man's opponent. Even if he's not fighting EJ, there's no way in the world he should be fighting David Avocado if you're a fan of boxing. Yeah, his pay-per-views flop. So you telling me this man? So this man walked away from a situation for the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, where he was gonna co-promote, get a cut of the event, not just the pay-per-view of the entire event. He gonna get a cut, but he left that to go to BLK Prime. Yeah, I could care less who make. I mean, I want the boxer to make more than the promoter, but that's not what we talking about. And let me tell you something. You talking about him getting a guarantee. You talk about him getting a guarantee. Well, if someone's paying you something, how could you be making more than them? If you gotta since when does a boss give an employee more money than he's making? So if you sitting up talking about you want him to make more money than the promoter, how can he be making more money than the promoter when the promoter's cutting his check? The whole thing with the promoter until Al Heyman came into the business and exposed it for the boxers was all the money the promoters was getting outside of that stuff, the TV rights, the publishing, the merchandise, cut of the gate, advertisement. So you think that little guarantee he asking for is going to be bigger than what the promoter get? Come on now. Come on, man. You got to come better than that, man. But, this man, he's his own boss. He like DMX. He wants to sit at the table. So basically, Bud didn't want to go get to work on consignment, which was the fight, right? He wanted a salary from Lennox, and then he wanted a cut. Come on now, man. You're a 1099 employee, fam. You're not signed to us. I'll go ahead and shoot you a link. Hold on a second. Boxing scene. Link in the chat. You're not signed to us. I'm gonna go ahead and pin it too. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and pin that. Oh no, that's my old one. Yeah. He wants a guarantee, and that's cool. But if you hold on that,
What's good, man?
what's good?
Oh man, sitting here chilling and listening to you kick off all these facts, man.
What's good, boxer source?
Yo, what's happening, Kwame?
Man, I'm chilling, man. How you doing, family?
Man, all good, man. Jumping in here for another conversation this week, man. Man, I just don't understand how a number of people don't understand the boxing business and how promoters work in this thing.
They don't.
I'm still trying to understand, like, what is VOK Prime? Where is it located? I'm from the Bay Area,
Mm-hmm.
and the headquarters is down the street from this club that where I met my wife. So I'm about to drive down there and go knock on the fucking door. Like I want some fucking answers. You know what I'm saying?
You go get some answers and you go get some nostalgia going out there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, literally, bro. The building is a school. It's like a
Oh
charter
man.
school.
Oh man.
Shout out to Will Murphy. Will Murphy gave us that information.
Damn. Bruh, I think it's I just think it's interesting that this dude is blaming the YouTubers. He telling the YouTubers that we fucking up boxing, like the YouTubers picked David Avocado for him.
Well, he had. I mean, who else? I mean, who else is he gonna put the blame on? Is he gonna put the blame on PBC and Al Heyman?
Well, he
Is he gonna
tried
put
that
it on
He
the
first.
can't.
Seven? Like, I'm listen. This is how I'm sorry. This is how just his moves are not intelligent. If you ever notice, Eddie Hearn will go against and talk about Leonard Ellerby, Bob Arum, Lou DiBella, any other promoter, but whenever it's a statement like the Demetrius Andre statement, when Steven Espinosa said when they heard that Eddie Hearn and Demetrius Andre went to the WBC to petition for them to have a fight, that they went and made him an offer, and he turned it down. Did you ever hear Eddie Hearn come back and say anything about the statement Steven Espinosa says? Have you ever?
Nope.
Espinosa will bring the receipts.
Exactly. So if this dude DAZN, if Eddie Hearn, who has $1 billion war chest, won't go at Steven Espinosa, what make you think your ass gonna do something? And then
Well,
blame it, yeah,
the thing is the way how well, it's not Lynn Black Fennec. What's this guy's name, man? I keep forgetting the VP's name for the zone. But he's the one that kind of like controls the budget for the sports.
yeah,
So if he doesn't feel like Demetrius Andrade could bring the money that could get the subscribers back, he's not going to really invest in them like that.
yeah,
So when like say for that Charlo fight, right?
yeah,
If Showtime, and I'm gonna repeat this again, if Showtime offers up to like 7 million or so for that particular fight, and the zone can't match it, then it's basically Showtime that's handling the thing. And
yeah.
if Demetrius Andrade can't really, if he doesn't want to go for that, then he won't go for that. So now let's bring that to Crawford Spence. Like
Mm-hmm.
the thing that I get frustrated about, and this is like me as a media person, but me that's been, in the business for at least 5 years plus, is that fans don't understand that it's not really the promoters that offer or send out these guarantees. It's the networks that put up the money in order to have these main events
Mm,
because they're the ones that want to have that big event on their platform or their network.
Facts.
And that's why they put it on pay per view. So I'm giving people examples of why that this particular thing ended up being a no guarantee offer after multiple offers were sent to Crawford and were turned down. The reason why a no guarantee offer works in a pay per view is because once that event takes place, no matter how many pay per views are purchased, it goes to the fighters. So it could be 100 pay per views buys. It all goes to the fighters. There's nothing that goes to the network. There's nothing that goes to who handles it because they haven't put up the money up front. That's why a no guarantee works for the fighters because a fight of the magnitude as big as Crawford Spence, you're gonna have about 350 to 400,000 plus pay per view buys, and imagine that pay per view revenue being split to those fighters. No one else is taking from the pot. But since Crawford was dead set on getting a high guarantee off the rip, that's why it came back with those high numbers.
Facts.
And even with the
mm,
$8.5 million guaranteed offer coming from Showtime, people would have to say, okay, wait a minute. So if they're going to offer Crawford an 8.5 or $8 million guarantee, what is Spence going to be getting guaranteed? At
that's it.
least 10, 11, 12 million. So that's about $20 million that's put up off the rip. And
Mm-hmm.
Showtime has to make that money back.
Well, here's the other thing, right? We also got to look at where we are, as a country in terms of economically right now. We're in a recession. You know, we're in the fourth quarter. All of these companies' stock prices are down. The company I work for, last year the stock price was, I remember, hitting 60. Right now, it's at 31.
Oh
Mm,
shit!
that's
But
bad.
Hey,
but
Kwame, I'm about to have to hit you up after this live. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
no,
playing.
I'm just saying. But
Mm,
that's across the board though, fam.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
That's not.
yeah,
That's.
I
I
understand.
mean.
Yeah,
I mean, my job is secure. I'm just saying.
yeah. I feel you.
It's just that right now corporations are not gonna take gambles, especially not a big gamble like that on someone who doesn't sell. You know,
Case, yeah, case in point. Look at Canelo versus Caleb Plant. Yes, they gave Caleb Plant how much they gave him $12 million, and they gave Canelo what 40. But look what Caleb Plant went and did. He sold the shit out of that fight. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Is
Hmm.
Terrence Crawford going to do that? Is Terrence Crawford going to get up in that ring and go try to slap fire out
man, this
of
shit.
Errol
Listen,
Spence?
this
No, he's not.
BLK shit is so bootleg. This nigga did his interview on the Zone, bro.
Bro, the shit, man, that commercial was made on an iPhone 14, bro. I
Bro, you
actually
talk.
made the
not
commercial.
even, not
Huh?
even the, not even the Pro Max. It was the 14th.
That shit was
That's
done on a
wrong, bro.
Google Pixel.
Yeah, exactly,
The
bro.
not even the latest one is the Pixel 5. Dang, god dang, man, yo, bro. Oh Lord, but yeah, man, I'm like,
Yeah, but
yo, it, yeah, it just is
Facts.
bad, you know. Let me
this
Facts.
is
see. They
He
keep
said,
trying to make it about the
hold on, let
yeah.
me read my man comments. Black
Yep.
Superman said, see, they keep trying to make it about the 10 million. Absolutely nobody has a problem with Bud getting the bag. The problem is he's fighting David Avenasian. That's
Yep.
the problem.
Yep.
yeah.
It is like I said last week. You're it's one thing to not say that, oh, I'm not going to have a fight where Errol Spence, things didn't work out in negotiations. But you and your team intensely went out of the way to buy out where David Avanesian was going to be fighting on
Hmm.
November 19th to have him put in position to fight you on December 10th when you could have fought a multitude of fighters within the welterweight division that didn't have fights scheduled. That's
Exactly.
what the fans' problem is.
Facts. Facts. And like I said, this guy was sitting. This guy was sitting. Well, according to him, because he sits with the
With the
bosses.
bosses, right?
My
Hmm.
my bosses,
He
yeah.
sit with the
Right? With
bosses.
the bosses. Hey, oh, speak. Well, okay. Y'all said that right. Okay, he's sitting there with the bosses, right? Okay. Um, can Kwame or whoever's on here, can anyone tell me who the main promoter is for this particular event on December 10th?
It's supposed to be
Bud
Bash.
Crawford.
No, it's Bash
No.
something. It's Bash.
Bud Crawford, the main promoter. B&B Boxing.
Nope.
No, it's Bash something, and they out of Nebraska.
Hmm. That's right.
Exactly.
Well,
It's Bash
well,
like Bash Entertainment or Bash. I gotta look them up.
Exactly. Bud
Hmm.
Crawford.
Nope.
That's not Bud.
Mm-mm. That's
That's
not Bud.
not
That
Bud,
is not.
E-
buddy.
yeah. All right.
That's not.
oh, I remember them. They was
This
the
is
ones that brought the Hot Boys to Nebraska, right?
Yep.
Okay, okay.
yeah. They're pretty much like event club promoters, that type of thing. So
Oh
yeah,
my
they do
god.
they do they do those type of shows, right?
So
So
they went from
that's who
doing
they
Freak Nick.
use.
Bud Peoples. Bud
So
Peoples. They promoting.
that's who are Bud Peoples
Who
though.
You
who
just
can't?
said them. You just said the name.
That's
Bash.
not that
My
that's
thing
not what
is
we're getting at.
my thing is this. I don't
Hold
give a
on.
like. I really don't care who's promoting the event just because like their job is to do the operational shit. You know,
Hmm.
they're
Mm-hmm.
not fighting. They you put these people in place to promote the fight, get the tickets sold, set shit up. My thing is this. Like my brother Tone said, how do you guys justify him fighting David Avenesian?
I can't.
$10
Trying to
million
justify.
dollars guaranteed. That's how.
So what you telling me is it's justified because of the payday.
It's justified because Spence and them didn't finish the deal, and they was dragging.
Well,
No, they
how
were
could
not.
whoa. So how could they have not finished the deal when Terrence Crawford came out to the public and said he agreed to everything and Spencer's nowhere to be found?
Agreeing and signing is two different things.
But if he agreed to everything, and they
An
sent it
agreement is agreeing to the terms. The contract has to be signed.
right.
The contract comes after the terms are agreed to. He agreed to the terms, but no contract ever came.
Okay, well,
Yes, it did.
that's not true
That's
because it was
incorrect.
that's incorrect. They did receive a contract.
The
Stephen
contract
Espinosa
came
came
what month? What month did they receive the contract?
whatever month they received it. They received the
No,
contract.
no, no. Ain't no whatever month if I'm supposed to promote the fight. How am I gonna promote the fight and the contract come the end of the month before the fight?
Well, that
You
but
don't know.
wait a second. Wait a second. See how you guys moving the goalposts?
Hold
Well,
on.
Of course.
I thought the problem was, and now the buzz mouth was that the date was gonna be in 2023, and that's why he took a fight because he wanted to fight
No,
this
no,
year.
no, no, no. That wasn't what was negotiated. The negotiation for 2022, either November, then they moved the goalpost to December
Well, that's
2022, not
yeah, but
2023.
bro, but that's because
No.
Terrence Crawford had an issue and he kept dragging out the stuff.
Of course, he had an issue. If you're not
So
gonna
how
meet
you
my
gonna fight
demands, it's
November
gonna be an issue.
19th? So why we bringing up November 19th if we clearly know that this man wasn't happy?
December 10th. Let's go. Let's get rid of November 19th.
Uh huh.
December 10th. How I'm supposed to be prepared for a fight December 10th if
How
I
you
gotta
gonna
start
have a
promoting
fight?
Ain't he
in
fight?
December?
Isn't he
Hold on a
fighting on
second.
December
Hold,
10th?
Hold on.
hold on.
How you gonna have a fight December 10th, right? Because this goes to show you how stupid they are. How you gonna have the biggest fight in boxing December 10th with no promotion? So you gonna promote? You gonna do a
How the
four-city
biggest fight
tour?
in boxing is
How you
zero
gonna do?
guarantee.
How you gonna
Hold
do?
on a
So
second.
let's not move the goalposts.
Hold on a
We gonna
second.
stay on one thing. We gonna
I
stay
want
on
to
one
stay on
thing.
that. I want to stay on that zero guarantee. I want to
No no
stay
no no
on
no
that.
no 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 no. We gonna stay on one thing, right? No.
We'll get him.
So
Don't worry about it.
if we have the top if we have the best fight in the sport of boxing, we all know from watching Floyd's fights that and Floyd has said this that these fights, big fights take time to make because they have to be promoted right. This is a guy who's stating that he wants to be his own boss. He wants a cut of the net profits off the event. So how in the world are they going to fight in December when they didn't get the terms agreed on until late? So this man decided
Exactly. You
but
just proved my point. You just proved my point. Exactly.
Yeah,
I
like
don't.
Go
How did I
ahead.
prove your
there
point,
was.
bro? What are you talking about?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
This this dude
ahead.
didn't listen. If we gonna have a big event or we gonna have a fight and it's supposed to be the biggest fight, we all know this promotion. Look at what Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor did. They didn't do that in 2 months. There was a buildup for that, so they could make the most
They
amount
did a
of money.
countrywide tour.
Yes, so they could make the most amount of money. These guys agreed on terms, and it was signed. And here's the thing. And here's the funny thing about that. Al Heyman has done deals with Manny Pacquiao, Conor McGregor, Canelo Alvarez, more than once with Canelo Alvarez. He fought Floyd and he fought Caleb Plant.
Hmm.
All right, Oscar De La Hoya. But for some reason, with Terrence Bud Crawford, everyone's just
Let's
trying to
not
rob him. Everyone's trying to rob him, but this nigga don't sell not near close to what these other motherfuckers sell.
let's
But
not mention Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz went to the zone to go fight Anthony Joshua, right?
facts. So he's
Didn't
the only
Brian
person.
Castano? Brian Castano went to who was a PBC fighter, went to go fight Patrick Teixeira on the zone too, right? That's how he
Facts.
got the belt to go fight.
WBO, yes.
So what
So
we
what you
keep
trying to
saying,
say? Terrence Crawford should have went to the zone to get to try to get the fight with Spence.
No,
no,
no, no, no,
no,
no, no.
No,
no.
You're
okay,
not even.
okay,
You're
you
not
know, yeah,
even
yeah,
thinking.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're not
You're
even
not making
thinking.
sense, bro.
You're
Yeah,
not
you're not
even
making
thinking.
sense.
What we saying?
Yeah,
First of
you
You're
all,
not
gonna
even
talk
thinking.
real or you going? Yeah,
no. But
Nah,
this is what the Buff fans do. They go all
yeah,
over the
yeah,
place
yeah.
with stuff.
no, nah.
You can't allow them to do that.
Y'all
I
not
wanna
Drico, bro. Or leave it to Drico. Leave it to the
nah,
professionals.
nah. I want to get some information from this person here. Since he's talking about Terrence Allen Crawford. Okay,
Hundred.
Sorry, you
Mister.
know it's full government.
Uh,
God
uh,
damn.
yeah.
What's he's
If I'm not mistaken, Terrence, Mr. Terrence Crawford, said that he initially talked with Spence and Al in May. Correct or not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
okay,
Hey,
but
Sheena.
that is
I don't
what.
believe nothing he says.
But that is the statement that Terrence Allen Crawford made. Okay, so if you're going from May and he's making these statements in October about these claims, right? When he stated that he went off two fights, David Evansian. So from May, June, July, and August, what was Crawford doing with negotiations between him and the team for Errol Spence? Were they just,
I know
talking just to
Spencer's on
talk?
vac. I know the Spence team first. The trainer went on vacation, and then Spence went on vacation to Disneyland
The
during the
trainer,
negotiations.
the
Whoa,
So
whoa,
I
whoa,
trainer.
don't
whoa,
know
whoa,
who
whoa.
he.
Hold on, hold
Stop the
on,
cap.
So I
hold
Stop.
don't
on,
know who
Stop
he
hold
the
was
on a
cap. Whoa, whoa,
second.
whoa,
negotiating
whoa,
with.
whoa.
Hold
Time out.
on a
Time out. Time
second.
out.
Hold
Stop
on
the
a
cap.
second.
Stop
Hold
the
on a
cap.
second.
I'm cool with
I
Derek.
don't.
I'm
I,
cool with Derek. Derek
even.
went on vacation. Hold on.
Uh
Derek went
huh.
on vacation.
Uh
Derek
huh.
went on vacation. This was way early,
Uh huh.
way early, like in the
Uh huh.
summertime. And he posted.
Uh huh.
But he posted it's like time to get this last belt or whatever when he
Uh
And
was
then
huh.
when they
Spence went
came
on
back.
vacation.
So
And
so
then
y'all can
Spence
y'all
went
can
on
Okay.
stop it.
vacation.
Okay.
Spence didn't
Okay.
go on no
Whatever.
vacation. He took
Wait.
his daughter or somewhere for her birthday.
It
He ain't going
doesn't.
on no
Hold
vacation.
on, Kwame. It doesn't even matter if the trainer goes on vacation or if the fighter goes on vacation. These things are handled by the fighters' lawyers. The lawyers represent the fighters. So if the fighter says, "Hey, this is what my terms are for this particular fight," he relays that to his lawyers, and his lawyers handle that. So Spence does not have to be in attendance for anything of that nature because he is not the one constructing the contract. The lawyers are. So,
Okay.
with that being said, right? When Steven Espinoza and the representatives of Showtime are the ones sending out the offers to these fighters in order to make these main events, because that's how it goes for pay per view events all across the board. Okay? So, when they make this thing in reference to a guarantee, they're sending that offer because they already know that with Errol Spence, he already has his set percentage locked in. So it's basically on the opponent to agree to whatever the guarantee is, if there is a guarantee,
To agree or not to agree.
which they initially started on. So when they send that offer to a guarantee, if that opponent does not agree to that guarantee, he can send a counter offer. If he sends a counter offer, it goes through their lawyers. So, with that being said, that's what the back and forth has been all across the board for those months, is that they
I
couldn't come
agree.
to
I
agreement
agree.
on a guarantee. Okay, now what happened is the last offer coming from Showtime was around $8 million for a guarantee for Terrence Crawford. He wouldn't accept that. Okay, so because of that, what they told him,
When was this reported?
this was
This
around
was long
September.
since reported. This was
This
reported
is around September.
early. They would
Okay,
try to lock Terrence Crawford up
and
for a
there
three
is
fight deal.
there's an
A
For
three
eight
fight deal,
million.
article.
and
There's a
Hold on. Say that again. A
no no
three
no no
fight
no
deal
no
for how much?
no no. That was not
Divide eight by
that was
three.
not that
no,
was
that wasn't. It
not
wasn't for eight.
that was not the offer for no 3 fight deal. No, that was not. It was for that one fight against Errol Spence, and that is why people had already released articles saying that Terrence Crawford and Showtime were at an impasse because Crawford would not accept the offers that Showtime was sending him. So they had stopped
I really would
when the
love to see that
offer.
$8 million offer, man.
uh, Oh my. Okay. Okay. Now here's the thing, right? Because Terrence Crawford would not agree to an $8 million offer and countered with a $15 million offer. Okay.
Hmm.
What Showtime told him was that, hey, look, here's how things go when it comes to pay-per-view events. If we offer you a guarantee, that is because we're willing to put up this amount of money up front in order to make this pay-per-view event possible. But if it does go through, guess what? If a fight has a pay-per-view buy rate and it gets to a certain number that's below what the guarantee is, that 8 million is what you get. That's it. If it doesn't go over that, then you only get 8 million. That's why when reporters talk about pay-per-view numbers, they use this term called break even, because there's a set amount of pay-per-view buys in order for all parties to basically have a zero balance. Anything
Okay.
over that is a profit,
Okay.
right? So,
Okay.
with that being said, if they offered Terrence Crawford a zero guarantee up front, then Spence would have a zero guarantee up front. And if the fight takes place, it doesn't matter if it has one pay-per-view buy, 1,000, 10,000, 1,000,000. All of that money goes to the fighters and it's split between whatever the percentage is. So that's why they try to go at it with the zero guarantee, because it wouldn't matter if anything happened. As long as the event takes place and people buy the pay-per-view, the fighters get the money, not the
And
networks.
and not
Okay.
only the pay-per-view, it's the net revenue of the event. It's not just the pay-per-view. So that's the thing. When people keep talking about zero guarantee, as soon as one motherfucker buys a ticket, there's no more zero. There's no, as soon as
Well,
one person buy merchandise, that
well, Kwame,
there's no more zero.
on that note, right? That is
Mhm.
why, in reference to fighters, a number of fighters that are advised by Al Heyman, he tells them to go ahead and register and get a promoter's license so
Hmm.
that they can invest or put money into that particular company and have that pay off the fees for any type of venue that they have their fights. So that any
Mm-mm.
profits that they get, ticket sales, concessions, anything, they get a percentage of that too. That's why they get multiple checks for their events. So
Facts.
that was the same thing that they were trying to propose to Terrence Crawford. And Terrence Crawford, since he had been so used to getting a guarantee up front, he didn't really
Uh-huh.
understand that that is how a lot of the fighters
Look,
under the advisement of Al Heyman get that much money, not just up front, but after that.
look.
Okay, but he asked Al to help him to understand that.
He
Open your
need to
books.
sign. Well, hold on a second.
Show
How the
me
fuck you
how
gonna
this
ask?
makes sense.
Wait,
Open your
how the
books
wait,
to
wait, wait,
me.
wait, wait, wait,
Show me
wait.
how this makes sense.
How he gonna
Since I
ask
don't
Al?
No.
understand.
Yeah, but guess what? Then he needs to sign to Al Heyman. Al Heyman.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no, 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 no,
no,
no,
no, no.
no.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah,
Canelo
yeah,
don't need
yeah,
to sign.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why Canelo didn't need to sign to Al Heyman?
But Canelo didn't ask
No,
those
no,
same.
no, no,
No,
no.
no. Canelo didn't ask those same questions.
Listen,
Canelo's team.
Canelo
Because Canelo
Alvarez.
could see the BS from a mile away. That's why
But
he don't
Canelo.
even deal with
You
them.
Okay, hold
can't
on a second.
compare Terrence Crawford
Hold
to
on a
Canelo
second.
Alvarez.
You
Hold on.
can't. Definitely
Did,
can't.
did Canelo Alvarez was reported to get 50 million guaranteed, and we
Hmm.
have not heard a peep out of Canelo Alvarez about any bullshit about bad business deals with PBC or nothing like that.
He didn't
So,
take the deal. He didn't take that
He
deal.
called
That
no.
automatically tells you he don't want to deal with them.
bro, what are you
Canelo
What
talking
is
about?
that?
We're
Alvarez
talking about
stated.
for Caleb Plant, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, 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 okay,
Hold up,
okay,
hold
okay.
up, hold
Hold
up,
on a
Kwame.
second.
Hold
Hold
up.
on a second.
Okay,
Hold
okay.
up.
Hold on a second.
Canelo Alvarez is on record saying that the best he's ever been treated is at the undisputed fight with Al Heyman, and this is Canelo Alvarez, the so-called face of
Yes, he
boxing, the
demanded
man
that
who,
type
yeah,
of respect. The same way Terrence
because he
Crawford was
has
trying to
he
But
has
demand
the
that
Wait,
type of
numbers.
hold
respect.
on.
He has
Hold
the
on a
numbers
second.
to
Hold on a
demand it.
second. Hold on a
Hold
second.
on. Say that one
What?
more time.
He
Well,
has
The-
well,
the
we have
numbers to demand it.
Thank you.
demanded right. Canelo
What numbers do Bud got?
Alvarez is the
What numbers
third
Bud got?
highest points.
What numbers he got?
You
So
asked what numbers Bud got.
I can tell you how much. Okay, he
Name
has
one
the
person
fifth.
Spence fought. Name one person Spence
We're not
fought.
talking about fault. We're talking about the money you bring in.
Okay,
It's
okay,
bigger than it's
the
bigger than.
right,
Okay, so no, 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 no.
okay.
You
base
say
you
no.
All
bring
right.
in.
Tell us what.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Tell us how much money has Terrence Crawford generated top rank on
Oh,
pay per view?
I can tell
Period. How
you.
much money he's
Hold
brought
on.
in? $23
I can
million,
tell you.
roughly 23.
I can tell you. Let's look.
All
So
right. Now.
Go look it
last
up.
fight with Sean Porter.
No.
Hold on, just real quick. Last fight with
Mm-hmm.
Sean Porter. We're just looking at his
Mm-hmm.
last fight, right? Sean
Mm-hmm.
Porter, 79.99. I give you the extra penny. We just make it $75. So one
Okay.
hundred thirty-five thousand times $75 is $10
Uh-huh.
million dollars.
It's $10 million. Okay,
How does
Kwame.
he? How?
What
Just real
was
quick. Hold on,
mm-hmm.
hold on.
Mm-hmm.
How does a person who hires pay-per-view generation of this walk into an office and ask for $25 million up front guaranteed? How does he walk into an office and ask for 15 million? Because you got to remember,
Just do it.
this $10 million, this $10 million is not only his money. This is for the entire pay-per-view for all sides, for the promoter, for everybody, right? And
Hold
like
on,
the
hold on. You talk about the BLK prom deal?
no, I'm talking about when he fought Sean Porter.
Mm-hmm.
It
Oh,
was reported that they sold 135,000 pay-per-views. So we have
Mm-hmm.
135,000 times the $75. Mine was $69. It wasn't even 75, but I'm being fair. So we'll just say times $75.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's $10 million. $10,125,000.
But
And
that's
If
how
you
just
much
just
was the
pay-per-view. You're
person?
not counting the gate and
Wait, hold on. The
merchandise.
gate,
You're
bro,
not
the
bro,
counting
gate,
all of
bro,
that.
the
bro,
gate, the gate is not a factor in reference to what gets paid to the fighters in the main event. Only the pay per view. The gate covers the
No, no, that's the
purses.
PBC
One,
way.
hold
no,
That's
on,
no,
not
hold
no.
on. Whoa,
everybody's
whoa,
way.
whoa, whoa,
That's
whoa,
the
Bro,
whoa, whoa,
bro,
PBC
whoa,
way.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
I got a
whoa,
question for
whoa,
you. I got a question for
whoa,
you real quick.
whoa.
When did we see? When have we ever seen TBC or Terrence Bud Crawford promotions on any fight we saw with ESPN and Bob Arum when he fought? When did we see? When did we see any of that connected to any of those fights? Never, right?
Never.
Okay, so he was a straight up employee who was just getting a flat fee. That,
Who was getting a
that
flat fee?
Terrence Crawford.
No, every fight was a new negotiation. What are you talking
Listen,
about?
yeah, I'm talking about for guarantee. For guarantee.
No, his guarantee was never the same for every fight. No,
I'm
he don't
not
get the
That's
saying
same
it
not
was.
what.
guarantee every
That's
fight.
not what
That's
we're
not what I'm
saying.
saying. I'm not
That's not
saying
what
it's
he's saying.
guaranteed. What I'm saying is that his guarantee is what he was getting paid for the fight. That's all he was getting paid for the fight.
No,
They
no,
weren't making
no.
enough
That's not
Yeah.
all he got. That's not all he made off top
No.
rank fights. Are you telling me that the guarantee was the
No.
only profit he
Bro,
made? That's what you're trying to say?
That's it.
most of
That's
the
it.
fights.
That's
But
it.
listen, listen,
Okay.
That's it.
So
listen.
that's it.
Hold on. Let's count.
Oh
Okay.
Let's
wow.
count. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Since 2018, we'll bring up his box rec real quick. See if I could find a box rec for him real quick. Hold on.
Um.
Ooh,
Just so you know, like the
wow.
claims that are made, they have to be actually shown up in court because of the pending
I,
lawsuit between Terrence Allen Crawford and Top Rank Incorporated, which is going to drag on until at least the middle part of 2023 and could carry over to 2024. That's for starters. Second, you mean to tell me that you're saying that Terrence Crawford had a percentage of the profits for what happened in Michelob Ultra Arena on November 20th, 2021? Where is it that states that Terrence Allen Crawford or any business tied to Terrence Allen Crawford invested any money into the Michelob Ultra Arena in reference to booking fees
Hmm.
or
No, I'm not trying to.
insurance?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay, but
What I'm
what you're
saying is
saying
that
is
guaranteed money is not the only money he made off those fights. That's what I'm saying. That's not the only money
okay.
he made off those fights.
The thing with his contract with Top Rank was he had a minimum guarantee for every fight.
Hmm.
So he made at least a certain amount of money for every fight.
Yes,
It would be
but that's
sometimes it
not
could
the
be
only
more.
money he made. That's not the
So so
only money he
what
made for
so
every
what
fight.
is so what is the other money that he made for the
look,
fight?
This is what I'm telling you.
here's the
Ticket
thing.
sales, merchandise.
No,
No, we don't get
no,
ticket sales. That's
no,
not true. It's
no,
not
that's not
true.
true.
That's not true.
That's
Bruh,
not
So,
that's not
but
no,
here's the
no.
thing.
Bruh.
Here's the thing.
If
I
bruh.
you
don't want to sit around.
if okay.
Hold on. I don't want to sit around and talk about how much money this man made or where he got it
Hmm.
from or whatever. The only reason
Yeah.
I brought up the mathematics was just to show what his best event on pay-per-view gross. This guy only had 3 pay-per-views and he only had 2 at welterweight. That's why I'm bringing up box rec, right? So we look
All
at
right.
box rec. His first fight was against Jeff Horn. That wasn't on pay-per-view. His second
Hmm.
fight against Jose Benavidez, that wasn't on pay-per-view. His third
Hmm.
fight against Amir Khan, that was on pay-per-view. Now,
Who
if we
who got who's
remember,
the
The numbers were so poor they weren't even reported for like three. We don't even know really what the numbers are. They were so bad.
That's
It,
why we can't
Listen,
believe it, and that's why we can't believe it.
Kwame.
no, hold on a
Who?
second.
Do
What
you
we
know
Okay.
no
what
no
it
no 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 hold on.
believe or no?
What we can believe is this, right? When you say we can't believe it, what we can believe is this: his next fight against Cal Velasquez wasn't on pay per view. His next fight against Kell Brook wasn't on pay per view. When Spence fought on pay per view, every fight since his first pay per view has been on pay per view.
All
So
right.
what?
Okay,
So when you say we can't believe it, what we can't believe is that they lost money, because if
that's
it was
right. We
prosper, if
cannot
there was,
believe that.
if no, we
We
can
cannot
believe it
believe Bob lost
because
money. No, we
listen,
cannot,
if
because
he
he
has, let me tell you
continued to
something. If
pay Terrence Crawford
look, he
more
has a
than he paid his
contract,
other fighters,
bro. He had a
regardless.
contract,
That
bro.
don't
He had
make
a
sense.
contract, bro. It does make sense. If the man signed a contract, if the man signed a contract, and in the stipulations of the contract it says, "Hey, in year one you have a guarantee of this, no less than this. In year two you have a guarantee no less than this, or fight one you have a guarantee no less than this. Fight two, fight whatever." Then, then that's already written in stone. He's protected, and that's exactly why Bob Arum was asking him to take less money during the pandemic, and he wouldn't give him a discount. And I don't blame Terrence Crawford. Get your money. It's signed on the dotted
That's
line.
right.
You get your money. But here's the thing: when you're looking at extra revenue and pay per view, this man only had two pay per views at welterweight. The biggest pay per view he had was against Sean Porter.
And he's
So
still the highest demanded. He's still the most in demand for fights right now.
he's not the highest demanded for fights. What
Who
are you talking
everybody want
about?
to fight? Who everybody get higher paydays fighting? Who opponents get the highest paydays fighting?
Canelo
Canelo.
Santos.
Keith Thurman wanted 10
So
mil to fight Terrence Crawford.
Listen,
that's incorrect.
He ain't
listen,
asking for 10 mil to fight
That's
Spence.
listen.
incorrect.
Keith Thurman. Listen, Keith Thurman asked for 10 million after he fought Manny
That's
Pacquiao.
incorrect.
He was delusional.
That's incorrect.
So what's incorrect?
That he asked for 10
Sean
million.
Porter got
He
paid
did
how
not.
much to fight Terrence Crawford?
4 million.
He
And
didn't
that
get
was
that with Spence.
no, whoa. You're not certain on that.
See, that's the problem, though, right?
I don't
The
want to talk
problem.
about what we can speculate about. Let's talk about what we
It's
can prove. Sean
Listen,
Porter
no,
did not
but
make
okay,
4 million fighting
okay.
Spence.
I
okay,
don't want to get
okay.
into it. Listen,
Listen.
I just see this is what. No. We got time out. This is what we're gonna not do. We are not gonna get on here. You Terrence Crawford fans are not gonna get on here after 4 years of saying Spence was ducking and Spence fans are accountants, and now y'all niggas is talking about fucking money. I don't want to
That's
talk
Oh,
okay.
about money
fucking.
with Terrence
We
Crawford.
talking your language, baby.
No, you ain't talking my
But
language.
man,
Mhm.
You talking this guy's language. You ain't
If
talking my
you
language. You talk
hey,
you
crazy
talking
man.
you
if you
talking that guy's language. That's
We
whose
talking
language
your
you
no,
talking.
language, baby.
listen.
The language
No,
that the language that allegedly Terrence Duck Crawford was
bitch.
talking before was,
Mhm.
you know, he Spence was scared.
Terrence Affleck Crawford.
Affleck, he was scared.
Allen. Yeah.
No one wants to fight him. This, that, and the other. And as soon as he became a free agent, they got at the negotiating table. And who's the one who got up from the table and took a fight with David
Hey,
Aberdeen?
hey,
Him.
Kwame. Hey, I'm gonna be on mute real quick. I'm gonna try to get something to send you on Facebook. Hold on.
Okay. So all
All
we
right.
all
Can
we
we?
all we all we have to say all we have to say about this guy is we don't want to talk about money because
Mhm.
he didn't step into
There's a
these
lot going on in the background.
yeah he didn't step into these negotiations with any leverage. The only leverage he stepped into the negotiations with, which Bomac clearly stated publicly, is that, oh, we supposed to get 50-50 because, we got the last belt. And in order for Earl to achieve what he wanted to achieve, he has to he has to get it from us. So we need 50-50. So let's just keep it 100. These niggas was just mad that they wasn't getting they felt they should have got 50-50. When shit got down to it, they knew they wasn't worth 50-50. They didn't get 50-50, and they went and fought a tomato can so they could be the A side and get some guaranteed money. And that's called being a duck. That's a duck.
Ducking is not even coming to the negotiation table. That's what a duck is.
No, ducking.
No,
No,
bro.
ducking is when you get a contract to fight somebody, and then you
That you don't
decide not
agree
to
with.
fight
That you
them.
don't agree with.
He agreed. He came out and stated to the public he agreed to everything.
But the contract didn't come to the following month after the agreement.
Bro, he stated that he said that's not true. There was two times they said that he agreed to everything. They sent him a contract.
Which other?
I mean, this was all being reported by ESPN, who he was going back and leaking shit to. That the contract came, and now there was shit. The lawyers, his lawyers, said some certain things needed to be revised, and they sent it back, and then he got it back.
All
He
right, I'm
got everything
confused
he
with one
wanted.
thing. I'm confused with one thing, man. I'm confused with one thing. The first terms, you say he had an 8 million agreement for the
I
first
didn't,
terms,
I didn't,
right?
I didn't say that.
Oh, someone said that he
Yes,
had received the 8 million guarantee offer for the first term, right?
what
No,
was
Correct,
that
right?
was the last.
Oh, that was.
That was
Uh, uh,
the
uh,
last offer.
The last one was 8 mil or zero guarantee. What was their last one? Zero
what
guarantee
was
or
the
eight guarantee?
what was the
Their
three fight deal?
last
What was the 3 fight deal worth?
look.
the three fight deal was around 20 to 22 million for 3 fights
Sound
for
about
the
right.
guarantee.
Okay, he
For the
didn't agree to
guaranteed
that. He
money.
didn't agree to those terms though. For that
He
that
didn't
offer, he
agree to
didn't
those
agree to, right?
terms. Okay.
No.
So
So
the
there's
other
no
thing
contract to
was
send. Once there's no
so
agreement, there's no
so
contract
here's
to
the
send.
thing.
Facts, right? Facts.
So he
So
didn't
here
agree to those terms. The second time they negotiated, they ended with zero guarantee, right? And 35%, right? 65, 35, right?
Well, I don't know. That's what was reported, but
But
zero
that's the one he
guarantee and
agreed
a
to. The
percentage.
zero guarantee is what he agreed to, right?
Correct.
Now, once he agreed to the last terms, where was the contract after he agreed?
They sent him the contract. The
They sent him
lawyers.
the contract almost 2 months later. A whole
no they
month
did
done
not.
passed.
No, they did not. That's not
No they
true.
did
Bruh,
They
not.
said
bruh,
they made
No
bruh,
they
him
did
listen.
not.
Listen, they
bruh.
made him. No, that's not true. They sent him a contract. His lawyers stated they wanted stuff revised. They got the stuff revised. They sent it to him, and he sat on the contract for 13 days. He went
All
dark.
right. All right. Okay. What was the venue then? If they sent them the contract that soon, where were they gonna fight? What was the
I
venue?
mean, that's for them to figure out. I don't fucking know
No,
that.
that's in the contract, bro. If they sent the
Because what
contract,
he
all that's
because
in the contract,
but
bro.
what because
What
what he
venue
No,
they
it
was
doesn't
stated.
fighting at
necessarily
since they
Listen,
have to
did
be.
that?
It does
we
not
don't
have
know
to
that
be
yet.
that. No, that's not
What we
that
listen.
there,
What we
no,
do
that
know.
is
Hold on.
not
This is how we know all this shit is capped. What we do
that is
know
Mm-hmm.
not
is that early in the beginning of the summertime, when we looked, I believe it was FanDuel or somebody had the fight already booked in Vegas for
Kwame,
November 19th. What's going on,
Kwame,
Jamil? What's going on?
real fast. The dude asked the question, what was the venue? The MGM. That was the venue.
Most undisputed
Whack
fights,
ass.
most major fights now are either going to be at the MGM in Las Vegas or it's going to
Mm,
be at the T-Mobile Arena.
Yo,
yep.
If
if
you
you ever
get
want to
if
check
That's not
what's the
contract
projected,
talk.
I said
hmm?
the venue was on hold, bro.
Hmm.
You can look this shit
Yeah.
up on the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The venue was on hold. It tells you who rented it, and it tells you which venue it is. So yes, the venue was the MGM.
Shaking
Okay.
Yo,
my
So
head.
Right.
can we just do this? We've been talking about this shit for like the last 2 weeks, right?
yeah.
If you are unbiased, you know exactly what happened. Whether you fault him, whether you don't, whether you agree with him, or whether you don't. People who like Terrence Crawford and want to believe in Terrence Crawford, they are projecting ideals onto him that's not reality. Reality is he's just like any other fighter. He saw an easy bag and he went out and he went to go get it.
That's a lie.
Now, how is that a lie?
It's a lie, right? Right? Yo, see, that's what.
Yeah.
Yo, see that.
Because that's an opinion. That's not a fact. A fact is something that has proof behind it.
Okay,
That's an
okay.
opinion
Dude,
you
All right,
just
so
stated,
dude,
bro.
hold
all
on.
right, so
Hey,
this
hey,
is
bro. Let me say
wait.
something one
One at
second.
a time,
Re-
guys. One at a
Sure.
time. We're not gonna have a yelling
Uh,
match here.
I was gonna say just to disprove his point, bro. This Terrence Buck Crawford himself said Listen, I'm gonna go make this easy, quick bag on the live, bro. Did he not say that? That easy
Yes.
10 million
Yes,
and
he did.
fight David Avanesyan. Did he not say that?
No, I'm a
He
liar.
said
He
that
didn't say
after
that.
negotiations fell through.
But that why does it matter whether he
Wait,
said it?
stop,
That's
stop,
the
stop, stop.
point.
Wait, stop, stop.
That was
How did
after
the
negotiations
negotiations?
fell through.
How did the negotiations fall through when you had a contract of everything that you wanted? Explain, sir.
No, he agreed to terms that he didn't want. He didn't want to take zero guarantee. He didn't want to take 65,
Yo, yo,
35.
yo,
That's
yo,
not what
yo.
he
He
If
wanted.
said
you
he.
if you if you agreeing to something, that's agreeing,
But
whether you
that's
want
not
it or
what he
not.
wanted.
But that's not fault.
But he agreed to it.
Wait,
Sir.
hold on. But we got to hold on right here. We have it right here. We'll just read it for him. I agreed to all their BS. This is Terrence Crawford
What did he
talking to
call it?
Mike
What did he call it?
Carpenter.
He called it BS.
Of course,
He
he
called
called it
it
Hey,
BS
BS.
because he's
That
not
means
getting
that's
what he
hey,
not
the
what
wants.
he
district
wanted.
attorney.
It don't matter what
Hey,
he wants. We don't always get what we want.
Wait.
It,
You
hey,
said
hey,
negotiate. Wait,
hold
stop.
on. Let me
How
finish
did
reading
negotiations fall through if he agreed, my nigga?
this.
It
Look,
fell through because after he agreed, they still didn't send him the contract.
He
man,
said
That
the
has
he had the
district,
nothing to do with
he
contract.
it.
sent
yo,
the
come
contract.
on,
I
They
don't know
Yeah,
what
sent
the
him the
y'all
contract.
making this
contract
up,
Thank
after
you.
bro.
they
come
found
on,
out
man,
about
this, come
BLK
on.
Prime. After they
This is
found
What?
out
exactly
about
Bro, you
that,
what
got
I'm
your
talking about,
then they
timelines
yo.
sent
mixed
the
up.
contract,
You
man.
got your
This is
timelines
exactly
mixed
what I'm
up.
talking about, yo. Niggas
You
can't be
know,
honest
You
with
know,
themselves.
bro.
Look,
yeah.
Literally,
hold on.
I don't
Let
know
me
if it
read
was a.
it. Hold on. Let me read
Go
this
ahead,
real
go ahead, go
quick.
ahead.
It says, "I agreed to all their BS, and they've been dragging their ass for months. Spence was
Thank
nowhere to
you.
be found.
Months,
Hold on a
months.
sec. Hold
Thank
on a
you.
second. Hold on.
No.
Spence was nowhere to be found
Thank
while
you.
I was trying to make the deal.
Thank you.
Once I'm successful against Avanesia, my plan is to say to whoop Errol Spence ass.
Thank
So
you.
hold
Well,
on a second.
uh huh.
Hold on.
Uh huh.
So let me just explain something real quick. This man let out a lot of stuff in his live stream, right? So first of all, how is Spence nowhere to be found? The fighters don't negotiate with each other.
Spence didn't deny it. Spence didn't deny that.
Wait, I'll ask you a question.
Hey,
When have we
hey,
seen the fighters negotiate with each other?
hey, Kwame. Hey,
Yeah,
Kwame. Forget all that. Real fast. If Spencer's nowhere to be found. Then how did he call Spence and let him know that he had the 25 million? That's right.
A
Woo!
Secondly,
phone call
right?
means a
Hey,
phone call. A phone
Woo!
call means
I'm
you're not
talking
around.
to
A phone
Kwame.
call
One day
means you're not
seven,
around.
Kwame. I'm
one
talking
day
to Kwame.
seven on the
No, but
motherfucking
he's accessible, right, brother?
Kwame.
yeah.
If Spencer's nowhere to be found, how did you call him and let him know you had the 25? That's first. Secondly, right? He said
That's
that,
a BO that wasn't no
hey,
PBC
why
promotion.
can I
That
talk to
25
why
mil
can I
ain't
talk
got
to
nothing to do with that negotiation.
why can't I talk to Kwame, brother?
Okay, okay,
Kwame.
okay.
He said he said Spence was nowhere to be found. Right?
Right,
That wasn't no BLK. That was their negotiations. If he
right.
was nowhere to be found, how did you call him? That's
Facts.
first. Secondly, right? Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford had been effectively negotiating with Black Prime since what is the terminology? The cooling off period of his top ranked contracts been up.
Hmm.
I think it was from 3 to 6 months, probably six, right? So since that period, he had been negotiating with BLK Prime. Did he not admit to that?
Yep.
Yep.
Is that true, sir?
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
So so he always had that in his back pocket, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so when Spence had quote unquote Thurman in his back pocket, even though he really didn't have it, because all he really was hoping for was this fight with Crawford to come through. Now he's never thought a fight this year. And you look that up yourself. Now it's Errol Spence who has all these backup options and then doesn't really want to fight. But when Terrence Crawford was doing a dirty backdoor deal, quote unquote, or having a backdoor deal, excuse me, now he's not having other options.
You know what's so crazy? He said all this shit about how he didn't want the deal or he didn't like what was going on. But we see right here, this guy is talking about immediately coming back after taking this quick fight to come back to negotiate with the BBC. But it was such a bad experience for him. Look, we just gotta call a duck, bro. If it's a duck, it's a duck. I mean, it's not like it's gonna hurt your pride. Like if listen, here's the thing.
Hey.
If Earl Spence, hold on.
Hmm.
If Earl Spence was negotiating with Terrence, they was negotiating, and Earl Spence said, "Hey, we couldn't find Terrence Crawford. I wanted transparency. All this shit that Buzz said. and he said, "Well, fuck it. They not trying to be realistic because this motherfucker don't sell no pay-per-views and he won all this money. So I'm a go fight. Uh, I don't know, someone who's number 7 on the IBF. Y'all would be calling this shit a duck, and y'all know it,
He didn't say I'm gonna go fight someone that's number 7 on the IBF. He said I'm gonna go get this 10 mil guarantee.
Bruh.
No,
The
he said,
Hey,
man was.
yo.
Hold
It
on a
don't
second. Hold
matter
on
if
a
the
talk
second.
about
person was
Spence.
number
Hold on,
one,
hold on,
number
hold on a
two,
second.
three,
Hold on
four,
a second.
five.
Hold on a
It's a
second.
$10 million
Hmm.
This man was
guarantee.
sitting. Man, this
I
man
like
was
how you
sitting
said
there
this a $10 million
negotiating.
guarantee.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
all
that.
about money. This man was sitting there negotiating with Showtime. He's saying he his own boss. Why he couldn't?
He is.
So
Wait, wait.
you're right.
I'm
No,
gonna
you're right.
stop.
So why he
Kwame,
couldn't?
Kwame. Who's speaking? Who's the gentleman speaking?
Uh, that's my homie Ahmed.
All right, I met. What bosses get guarantees?
Right.
Terrence Crawford.
What?
That's
No. What,
No,
what
no,
bosses
no.
did get guarantees?
Terrence Crawford.
Oh, here we go.
Apparently, he's not. Bosses don't. I'm asking you, what boss that in the history of business,
of
what boss
entrepreneurs.
get guaranteed?
Right.
Terrence Crawford.
Hold
Right.
on. Okay, let's talk to this.
Hey man,
I'm not
Can,
lying.
can you
I hear
name it?
you. It's called welfare. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Fucking Terrence Crawford was trying to get a PBC PPP loan. So, that's what
yo,
that was about.
Hold on,
you're
let me
not a
see.
boss if you're getting a guarantee, bro. I actually looked at who's promoting this event. It's not even Bud.
It's
It's
Bash.
not.
Bash
So are
King.
you?
How did we
So
find out about this event?
bro, you can look it up on BoxRec to see who's promoting the event.
How
Hey,
did we
Hey,
find
but
out
Kwame.
who?
about
Hey,
how
It
did
don't
we
who the
matter.
hell
find
is
out
Bash
about this
though?
I,
event? Did
hey,
we find out
bro,
about this event through
who's
Bud
promote?
Crawford?
Who's promoting the event? Is it Terrence
Bud
Crawford?
Crawford.
No,
Who's
he's not.
doing all the interviews?
No,
Bud
he's
Crawford.
bro. Do you know what promoting means? I'm talking about on paper. Who's promoting the event? Who's making the money off the event? Who's promoting it?
You mean who's financing it?
Who's promoting the event?
No, promoting it.
Who's talking about the event and who's telling us about the event? Terrence
He's not
Crawford.
talking
Hey,
about doing interviews like on a tour, man. He's talking about
I'm
But
talking
that's
about
what
who's
who's
promotion
promoting
promoting
is.
the
the
event.
event
Promotion
in the
is
background.
publicizing.
No.
Kwame.
But that's not what he asked you.
Oh my God.
He's
Hey,
asking me
Yeah,
Kwame.
who's
Buck
financing
fans.
the event, who's putting the money up for the event. That's the
That's
Hey,
not
No.
what he's.
financer.
Yeah, okay,
The
Oh,
net
promise.
the network puts
Hey,
up the money.
hey,
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking who is the promoter for said event. The promoters for PBC events is either if it's a Earl Spence event, it's Man Down Promotions and TGB Promotions. I'm
Facts.
asking, is Terrence Crawford the on paper promoter for this event?
Nope.
Then how is he his own boss?
Terrence Crawford
Like I
is a
said, bosses
co-promoter. Hold on, hold on,
bosses
hold on,
don't
hold on.
get guarantees, brother.
Terrence Crawford is co-promoter for any event he's involved in. He's his own promoter.
Okay, so show me
So
that.
okay.
he's a
Show me that
What
co-promoter
on.
is
for
the
any
what
Show me
event
what
that
he's
on
what is
paper.
involved
the
in.
what is
Show
the
me that on paper.
promotion company that is registered? That's on file.
Show me that on paper that he's promoting the event.
How did we find out about this event?
You
Who
can
told us
go.
about this event?
Oh my, yo. Okay.
Hey, Kwame,
Yo.
can you download that video that I sent you?
Uh,
Are, are you able to download that?
which one?
The one that I just sent.
Let me look.
man, you Bud fans, you guys be killing me, man.
I just want to know, how did we all find out about the event? Who told us about it?
Be okay.
No, BLK did not tell us about the event. We didn't even know what BLK was until Bud Crawford told
Um,
us about it.
Wait a minute.
uh,
Bud Crawford didn't start promoting the event till like a week after, dude. After, and you know what he did? He went on live to address the Earl Spence when he was
Yo,
to help sell his fight.
that's not what being the promoter for the event means, man.
Right.
Like I don't even know why we're even talking about that. That's not what it means.
Right.
all
Terrence
right.
Crawford is not promoting that event.
He
When
is
you
not
are a
promoting it.
boss, when you are the boss, you aren't guaranteed shit.
Right. I mean,
Yep.
we're trying to say that. I mean, when a person when a
Like
person listen, when a person goes out and they open up a store and they hire employees, they don't have any guarantee except what their
exactly.
stores generates. They don't have a salary.
I was about to mention the
If they
difference
want to
between the
say if they
owner and
want
an
a salary,
employee.
if they hold on, if they want a salary, they gonna take whatever profits they make, and then they might make a salary for
Now
themselves.
see, now see, y'all talking to a business major. Y'all talking about sales. I'm talking about services.
But what is pay per
A
view?
store owner sells sales. He sells products, services.
So
A
what is pay?
boxer
Oh,
sells services, brother.
no 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 no
And
no no no
a
no no
boss
no no
who
no no
sells
no no
services
no no
always get
no
guarantees
no
first.
no 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 no. That's not
No.
true. What you what do they say? What is a gate? Those are ticket what sales, right? What is pay per view? Those are pay per view sales, right?
He
That's
already
not
lost.
what the boxer is selling. The
He lost
boxer
my.
is selling his talent.
Whoa! No, you the boss. All
No,
that's yours.
he's the boss. So
Look at
he's
that
selling.
ugly weak ass
He's
belt.
both. He's
He's
both,
not. He's
boss
not
and
even.
worker.
He's not promoting. Never mind, yo.
Yeah, right.
Hey, yo, Kwame. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, right? I'm not even mad at the move that he made. I would have
Right.
made the same move. If
Right.
you're gonna give me
Then,
8 figures,
talking about? Then
wait.
what are we talking about?
Can I?
All
Can I?
right.
Can I finish my thought? Right. I'm not mad at the move. I would have made the same move. You gonna give me 8 figures to fight Avanesian? That's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
But what Terrence Crawford fans and Terrence Crawford himself are effectively doing is they're trying to place the blame game because now that shroud of man's man, super
Boogeyman.
killer, like I don't care about money. That's gone. I need somebody to blame because I told you going into this that this man was scared of me. I told you that they
Right.
didn't want this fight. I told you that all I wanted was undisputed. But as soon as the bag came around, I
I went
jumped
for
him.
the bag.
I
That
jump
Exactly.
doesn't
ship.
go with the narrative that's been kicked for 3 years.
Hey, YSM, did you see that Terrence interview with DAZN?
I think Terrence should stop speaking.
Yeah,
I
I said
know, but
that's
did
how
you?
I
But
opened up my video. He needs to stop
I
talking.
agree. I agree. But did you see it though?
Yes, I did.
So what's and I feel bad for the brother because it goes both ways for Spence. But you could tell that Spence is starting to live like rent free in his head because literally they ask more questions about Spence to help sell his fight. I mean, this
Yo,
proves it. I'm
Lennar,
just being real with you. They kept. It's almost like they kept antagonizing. Well, what about Spence this? What about Spence that? This Spence, that Spence. It's like they won't shut the fuck up about Spence, and I feel like that's getting to his head mentally.
hey, Lennar,
Yeah,
I think that the real thing that's getting to his head more than anything is that he had the public behind him in
Yep.
the sense of every casual fan was convinced that Earl Spence was scared of Terrence Crawford, that he was ducking Terrence Crawford,
Yep.
and only the diehard Spence fans were riding with him. What happened was
I was one. I was.
by him making this move, it
Mm-hmm.
turned the people who were just in the middle against Terrence
That's
Crawford,
Crawford.
and he can't
Facts.
take it, and that's why he's coming out doing
Yep.
damage control. He's
Yep.
blaming Spence, Al
Al.
Heyman, YouTubers,
Everyone.
anybody you can blame.
Anyone you
He was
YouTubers.
blame.
blamed. When the
Anyone you
Yo,
blame.
reality
Greg,
is, I would
Greg
have hopped
get
on
broke
that
it
live.
down, man.
I've been about business since I got on YouTube.
Packet broke
Right?
it down, man.
So I would have hopped on that live and said, look, um, negotiations went past a certain point. We said we were going to fight in February 4th. I figured since these dudes was offering me 10, I was going to fight this turkey for this bag right here. And then I was going to see Spence in the spring. Cut live off. That's
See,
all you
but
had to say.
if it was slated for February 4th, right? Now, who is Spence even gonna fight on that date, or who is he fighting?
Is he still going to fight it that day? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, because I mean yeah,
Dates,
because that's still time for
dates
that.
fluctuate. Dates fluctuates due to the opponent. So if it's Stanionis, Spence isn't going to fight Stanionis in MGM. He's not going to do that. He's probably going to fight Stanionis in Dallas. So then they'll just release that date. But February 4th was on hold for Spence versus Crawford today.
Ex-
Yeah, he could have waited 2 more months. Is the
Yeah,
thing.
but at the same time, Quam, I could have
Is he
got this
fighting
bag right here. I could have saw Spence in April. But that's
No,
all you had to say.
right, and that's what I'm saying. I don't. I never had a problem with him getting his bag. It's just the last 4 years, and
Actually,
Ahmed has been part of it on Facebook with the Bud Buddies. is that Spence has been ducking. He's scared,
Hey,
and now this guy got to go negotiate, and he
Bro,
went
bro,
and
now
fought
you
David
lying on me,
Avenesian.
bro. Now you lying on me.
I'm lying on you.
Listen, I started out with the Spence ducking for like the first 2 years, but then I realized it wasn't Errol. And I've been saying for the last 2 years, it's Al.
Wait. Is this?
Okay, so it's
Wait.
Al.
What's your last name, bro? Is he on Facebook?
Yeah,
yeah.
Ahmed. What's his name?
yeah. I got it.
Kaban.
Dude.
Ahmed Kaban.
Oh my God, bro. I'm glad I gotta finally talk to you, bro. You be trolling the shit out of me.
He trying to come off all innocent now.
Oh yeah, man. Next time I post some boot shit, man. This dude, man.
Is this guy?
Yeah, yeah.
But
uh,
look, man. You
hey,
know, the man
I,
needed a tune-up, bro. And
well,
all I gotta say is he's not number one pound for pound in the world. I mean, no, he can't be
No.
because
Yeah,
you
because
have
they
to.
made him wait all year to fight
No,
again.
you got a
nah,
guy.
man, I
No,
don't
that
even
nigga
fuck
need.
Oh,
with
here
Let me
we
number
tell you
one
go.
something.
pound for
When shit, let
pound.
me tell. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you.
I'll keep it
When
100.
shit got real, Bomac Bomac is in charge of his career in that way. And he didn't want him getting in the ring with Errol Spence off a long ass layoff. So they took a soft ass touch like Avenesian so he could get the ring rust off so they could go fight next. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. And that he needed a tune up, and that's tough because
Clown.
he's
You
going up
think it was a
against
tune-up though,
well,
Clown?
I think it's the money first.
So
Of
much.
course, it's the perfect scenario though. It's the perfect
I
scenario.
don't know, man. I'm
It's
concerned.
you know, so he wanted to tune up, and he's going against a guy who
The
has
perfect
a
scenario
moniker.
would have been we'd be on EJ versus Bud 2 by now. That would be the perfect scenario. We'd be entering a second or third fight right now.
Hey yo,
Well,
I got a question. Real fast. This is for JR. Is this
Yo,
gonna affect his lawsuit?
I don't know.
uh, as far as like having this particular fight,
I no,
no,
because of the ground. One of the grounds of the lawsuit was that he couldn't secure him the Earl Spence fight. So now
right?
he's a free agent,
Oh
and he
yeah,
walked away
yeah,
from negotiation.
yeah,
Oh, that is
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Good point. Good.
But
He
see,
spoke
that's what I
himself.
mean when I say contractual. Bob drew up a contract where he guaranteed he can get a Spence fight. See, that's the difference between contracts and terms.
What?
Okay.
You just
No,
No, I
pretty
hear
much
what
what we just
I
said
hear
right
what he's
now.
saying, but no, I hear what he's saying. He's talking about contracts and terms, but Terrence Crawford got a contract. He didn't sign the contract,
yeah,
so
you didn't sign the
he just
contract.
didn't
That's
sign the
number one.
contract.
Number two,
That's called ducking.
number
And
But the
two. This is the
lawsuit, the
same
lawsuit
Terrence
is based
Crawford
on the
that had that
contract
whole
he
back
had
and
with Top
forth with
Rank.
him and Manny Pacquiao, and that fight didn't materialize either.
But
here we have a tax return for Terrence Crawford's uh gate and ticket sales against Amir Khan.
damn, I thought it wasn't about the money.
Well, since you're a business major, I wanted to speak your language. You know, I was just trying to help you. I was just trying to get on your
Damn,
level.
damn.
He's
I just
getting on
want to
your
speak
level.
your
That's right,
language.
Kwame.
So this man gate was $1.5 million. That's I mean, and he's walking in. He's walking. You got to think of the balls of this dude. He's walking into PBC and asking for a $25 million guarantee.
Wait.
That's
The
what
balls
Alpha
of this
Males
But
nigga,
do, man.
My man
Kwame,
Ahmed,
he was dragging his nuts on the floor when he
Ahmed,
walked in that
for
you a
motherfucker.
real.
business major, right?
That's what Alpha
Ahmed, you a
Males
business
do,
major.
man.
You a business major. Based on the analytics, what do you think Terrence Crawford deserves? Go.
Nothing.
Hold on.
Yes.
Based on the analytics, he deserved 50-50.
You just lost.
Kwame,
You just
please
lost your
play that
business
video. If you
bro.
can download it, please play it.
Hold on,
Please
hold
do.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh my god,
If you
this
can
man.
download it, please
Oh,
play it.
oh my god.
How you give Ugas 50-50? How you give
No, he
Hold
Porter
on,
didn't.
50
here we go,
50?
here
No,
we go, here we go,
hey,
here we
Kwame,
go.
When
hey,
did they
Kwame.
Y'all
any
y'all done
hold on, hold on.
bent
When
the
did
wormhole. They
Ugas
Hey,
can't get down the
when
wormhole.
did Porter and Ugas have a
Hey
pay-per-view that
yo,
outsold Terrence Crawford
hey yo, you know what's
pay-per-view
crazy?
that didn't involve
If
Hey,
Terrence
you
Kwame.
Crawford?
Whenever I hear that bullshit, that BS, well, he gave Ugas 50-50.
yo,
He gave Danny
dudes grab
Garcia 50-50.
dudes
I always
grab
be
they
hearing that
grab
shit.
something off the internet and all of a sudden it has validity.
Right,
and,
right.
and why I said, check this, it really wasn't even 50-50 the guarantee. It was still in favor of Spence, but still it's 50-50.
Yo, but that's the thing. Like okay, question. When has when have you ever heard about an in-house PVC split where you knew what the split was?
True.
I
Never.
know
Yeah.
one thing. We do know the guarantees though.
Dude, that wasn't even 50-50 though.
Well,
Wait, wait,
what
wait,
was
wait, wait,
Ugas
wait, wait,
guaranteed?
wait.
Did Ugas
Don't
get
don't
zero
do
Ahmed,
that. Don't
guarantee?
do that. You're going down the
Ahmed,
wormhole with him. Don't do that.
Ahmed.
Okay, my
Did
bad, my
Terrence
bad.
Crawford get offered a guarantee?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, did he turn that down?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, and he agreed to a percentage-based split, did he not?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so if you agree to something and then you change your mind,
Yeah.
which he's entitled to,
Yes.
what do you call that?
I call that he changed his mind.
We call
Okay,
that a
so
duck. We call that a duck. That's what we call it. We call it a duck, bro.
if
That's what
it
we
was
call it,
shitty,
bro.
if it was as shitty as he's making it out to be, then why did you accept it?
And but you know
Man,
what's so crazy? I mean, Bud really acts like he had like a slave and master type of contract. Now I'm gonna say this. Okay, let's with the no guarantee, and this just shows you who really was truly willing to make the fight. Even okay, we know it's the case that eventually it got to a point where he didn't receive a guaranteed fine, but you still have Earl Spence who signed off on his. So and Bud's one who had an issue with him getting no guarantee. So really, when you think about it, you just think about it from that angle. Errol Spence was willing to say, "Hey, I'll still fight you for no guarantee. I'll do it," and you know he gets
Wait,
paid as well.
hey Lenard, what if I
Look.
told you that Spence was
If all
upset
y'all
that?
drink in your house is
Huh?
Kool-Aid and
Oh
we
my,
don't drink Kool-Aid in my house and my mom's give me real juice, when I come to your house, you can't get mad at me because I don't want that Kool-Aid y'all all used to.
then why did
What?
you agree to it?
He agreed to it because he wanted to make the fight.
Okay, then why did he make the fight?
then why ain't he
He
signed the
tried. He
then why
agreed to
didn't
it.
he
He
sign the
tried.
So
contract,
you
big
said
boy?
so
He
you said
signed
he
the
agreed to it.
contract.
He tried to
Because the
make the fight.
contract
Then
was for
why did he?
next year. The contract wasn't for this year. The
So then,
terms he agreed
so
to
then
was
he
for
didn't want
terms
the
for a
fight.
fight for this year.
So he didn't want the fight per se.
He wanted to fight this year.
Okay, if he wanted to fight this year, right?
Hmm.
Then he should have came to terms early. It's only but
No, those
so
terms wasn't correct. Those terms weren't correct. Those
yo, you know.
the
I said you realize. Okay. I'm gonna just say fuck it, Jr. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
fuck my relationships. I'm just gonna start talking. Okay, so he initially wanted $22 million guaranteed, right? He got
That's
that.
he
He
correct.
got
he
all the way
initially
down to
wanted what guarantee?
22 million. He got
22
down.
million.
He got down
Yeah,
to
yeah,
15.
yeah.
The highest they came up was 10. They wouldn't move off the 10. He wouldn't move off the 15.
Hmm.
So weeks went by. There was no progress. Then they just decided, oh, okay, well, shit. If you don't like the guarantee, what we want to do is we're going to give you a split of everything. He agreed.
Not a 50-50 split of everything.
Because you don't get nigga, he don't deserve no goddamn 50-50 split.
Nigga lost it on him. Yo, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I
Yo,
just got some break.
Whoa.
Hold on. Hold on, guys. I just got some
yo,
breaking news. Guys, guys, I just got some breaking news. There's some leaked audio of Terrence Crawford and Al Heyman on the phone. Roll the clip.
That you charge me 25% interest on the money that you loan me when you already take 30% out of my check. You know, I ain't got no G string and I ain't out there making no tips.
y'all bugging. Y'all bugging. Y'all actually I thought y'all had something for real.
All you do is spin record. That's all you do. Who you think he is? DJ Quick? Huh? Kid Capri? I didn't say
Huh?
So hey,
You ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, don't say nothing. Say what? You better go on back out there and get out of my face before you move.
Hey, look, pal, I ain't
They for
trying to,
horses. They for horses.
come here and muscle you and nothing like that. I ain't trying to do that. I
Let me
just
tell you
want my
something.
money. I just said,
If I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble.
See, I didn't want to have to do that to y'all, man, but they just sent the audio in to me, man. This nigga's not worth
hey
no 50-50,
yo,
bro.
I was shocked when Bob looked me in my face and told me that it was unfair that that Bud asked Al for a guarantee because he wasn't signed to Al,
I was shocked he said that too.
right? And then
What?
in Terrence Crawford's interview, when they asked him when he was talking about, oh well, Spence is Al Heyman guy, and he was like, okay, well, what's to stop you from being Al Heyman's guy? Why you didn't sign? And
Because
he
they
was like,
don't give guarantees.
they do if you're
But
signed.
If you
They don't
signed
give
him,
Bud
they
guarantees. Let's put it that way.
But
They don't give Bud
he got
guarantees.
well, bro.
Yo, Jamil though.
You just said he got offered a guarantee. He turned it down.
Yep.
Anyway,
Hey,
anyway,
quote unquote.
so when he responded, he was like, yeah, but with Mikey, they fed Mikey to Spence, and I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
wait,
yeah,
and
shit.
I'm like, wait,
Luke.
Mikey. I said, wait, Mikey had 5 fights before he ever fought Spence. 5.
Say anything.
It was
You
3
didn't
years.
say anything.
Wait. So
You
you telling me Al made a 3-year 5-fight plan
To
to feed
fight
him
Spence?
expense?
How
Does that
many
make
fights
sense?
Avenesian won? How many fights Avenesian just won?
Oh shit.
Okay.
I hope I don't do that.
six?
Hey,
I'm about to
Ahmed,
pull his shit up.
can you tell me 2 people that he fought? Go. That you know. Tell me 2 people.
Yo.
Just 2.
Hey,
Hey,
Ahmed,
hey,
you there?
Kwame.
Just 2
I'm gonna help
people.
you out. Here you go, Ahmed.
Hey,
Look, this nigga
Kwame.
what? Oh,
Yo, Kwame.
Oscar Metz,
Even
Liam
I can give
Taylor,
you one.
Josh Kelly, Jose. Look, this nigga just beat a 2-star fighter, my nigga.
Who the wait,
Oscar
name
Hey,
the guys?
Kwame.
Name
A6.
Azakare Metz, Liam
who the
Taylor,
fuck is that guy, man? Who the fuck is that?
Liam
Hold on, let
Taylor,
me see if I
Josh
can do it.
Kelly, Jose Del Rio. He and his bud, man.
Are they welterweights?
Just
Are they welterweights?
just just
Oh
because
my
you
god.
don't know,
Are they
Hey
just
yo,
because you
welterweights?
guys don't
hey
know,
yo,
just
hey
because
yo,
you
you
guys.
know Ahmed is the same dude that be saying Boots ain't fight nobody, but
Uh,
now he's sticking up
Terrence
for
Crawford.
David Abnesian's resume. Come on,
Oh
man.
my
Nah, I'm not sticking
God.
up for
Hold
his
on.
resume. Hell no, man.
Stop it.
But
Come
Hey,
he,
on.
bro,
I'm
Ahmed,
just
you
asking
just
you.
said,
I'm
oh
just asking you.
man,
Are
come on,
those
fam.
welterweights he fought
Who the
or beat?
fuck is
I don't
who
know
the
what the
Yeah,
fuck them niggas.
yeah, they're welterweights, but I mean, who the fuck is those? I mean, I heard of
How
Josh
many
Kelly,
welterweights Mikey beat before he fought Spence?
He didn't
bro.
fight at
Mikey
welterweight.
got okay. I'm gonna tell you this. Mikey, even though Mikey was coming up in weight, but at the end of the day, at least Mikey Garcia was a top pound for pound fighter. I think he's about ranked on around number
I mean,
5 during
I
that
mean,
time.
he actually had the IBF
wait, wait,
title at
wait, wait. I'm gonna
140.
stop you. Wait, I'm gonna stop you right there. Ahmed. If Terrence Crawford would have moved up from 140 to challenge Spence as 147 pounds right away, would you have had an issue with it?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight Spence right out the gate. Hell no.
Okay, so what you're telling me is effectively that you had an issue when Floyd Mayweather moved up to fight Oscar De La Hoya at 154 pounds, right?
Yeah, I mean, those are boxers. They're gonna do what they do. They
No,
fighters.
no,
But
I
if
said
you
you had
asking
an
me as a
issue. I said
fan,
you
do
had
I
an issue.
promote that?
I said you had an
I
issue
didn't
with
want
that fight,
Floyd to
right?
fight Oscar like that.
No, I
Nah.
said you had an issue with the fight, though, right?
Hell yeah. I wanted Floyd to get a fight in at that weight class before he fought Oscar. Hell yeah.
Okay, did you speak out on that issue?
Hell yeah.
I don't. You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
I think you're lying.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yo, didn't you wait. Now you know I set him up.
I
I
know.
remember you. I remember you campaigning for Terrence Crawford to move up and challenge Jermell Charlo. Was that you?
as
Ooh.
undisputed though.
Whoa,
That's
whoa.
as
But it doesn't matter. No
Undisputed
fight.
fight
No,
under
no,
his
no, no
belt.
fight before.
Terry, wait, you said you just said transmission.
any welterweight that fights Spence is already fighting a 154 pounder. What do you mean?
Oh my God, bro!
Oh, here we go.
Did you not see
Spence
Skinny
is a
Billy?
weight bully. What do you
Did you
mean?
not see
Oh
Skinny
my
Oh,
God.
Billy?
here we
Here we go.
go.
Come on,
Here we
Listen,
go.
any
These niggas
welterweight
play.
that fights Spence is
hey,
already fighting
Ahmed,
at
you should have saw
154.
that coming, bro. I lined you up. You should have saw that coming. Damn, man.
Oh
My
my
my problem
God,
with
this got
this is the thing with
Charles on the
Crawford,
damn
man,
screen.
is that
Oh,
hey Kwame, you can agree with this. I think, man. I just don't like. I mean, I like Crawford as a fighter, but I just don't like his prima donna bitch ass ways. I just hate that. I hate that. I hate the way sometimes he thinks, but the emotional. I mean, he's like out of all the pound for pound fighters, and these are tough pound for pound dudes, man. His mentality is of that of a little girl. If he don't get his way, bro, it's his way or the highway.
Uh,
Yo,
The man
Kwame.
is in the
But that's what
twilight of his career.
that's
Y'all talking about him like
that's
he in his 20s. The man has been fighting for 3 years longer than Errol Spence. When is he gonna get his due if he don't get it now?
four.
Man, they named him the number
And he
one
still ain't
pound for
fought
pound
nobody.
fighter for fighting Julius Ndongo. Okay,
Right.
You
so
talking about
you
the
mean to
past, I'm
tell
talking about
me
the present. The man is in the twilight of his career. If he don't get his due now, he'll never get
Hey,
it.
yo,
his
he in the
due is
It's
twilight
not
of his
limited
about
to
getting his
what?
due. I'm just saying his personality, big dog.
no man. He's in the twilight of his career fighting the fights that we want to see in David Avenesian, bro. Hey, Ahmed, are you flying out to Nebraska for that, John?
Nah,
Why not, bro?
Why?
because I'm not an Avenesian fan.
Yeah, I'm
But you wait,
I'm a
but
I'd
you were
rather he
just
fought.
bringing up
I'd
his
rather he
resume
fought
though.
somebody
You were
else.
just
But I am glad he getting that bag. I'm not going against that. I'm glad he
yeah, I'm
getting
Okay,
not
that
going
bag.
against that
I'm
okay,
either.
okay, cool.
yeah, but
I'm
I'm
glad too. But
concerned
you were
about
just
that
bringing up
though.
his
I'm
resume.
concerned about him getting that particular bag, and I'm
Now,
gonna
I
tell
was
you
just
why.
saying, if it's cool for Spence to fight Mikey Garcia, who ain't even fight a welterweight yet, how you gonna get mad at
Oh,
Crawford for fighting somebody who just beat 4 welterweights?
Because
okay.
of the amount. Well, here's the thing. One, like we said, we don't even know those welterweights that that freaking.
But Mikey didn't even get in a ring with a welterweight. Forget
But he
not
was
knowing
Okay,
one
them
of
I
the
can,
niggas
I
didn't
can
better
even
tell.
pound
I
for
do it.
can
pound
tell.
fighters. Listen, okay, you could have your stance in reference to fighters that move up, okay, but we've had instances where fighters have moved up and they have beaten those fighters at higher weights. So that is exactly what Mikey Garcia was attempting to do as a world champion at 140, moving up to 147 and trying to get a world title. It's happened before. Shoot, Adrian Broner did it. Okay, Danny Garcia did it. So it's not like it's a rare thing. My concern is with Terrence Crawford. Okay, y'all are saying that hey, I have no issues with him getting the bag against David Evasion. Okay, I'm gonna say this. If he gets $10 million for fighting David Evasion, after that fight takes place, that is going to be his benchmark for any fight going forward. Not
That's
just for
Yeah.
right.
not
It's
just
called
for Errol
He
leverage.
fucked
Spence,
himself.
but for any fight
His numbers gonna
going
be even
forward.
worse.
I
That's
know.
right. It's called
I
leverage.
guarantee you, man. Because like I see that prima donna bitch ass ways shit. You gonna work out the office and
Hey,
Hey,
listen to
hold
me
on
yo,
to
a second.
make it.
Hold on
but
a
that
second.
fight,
Hold on a second. Let's. But listen to what Terrence Crawford said because you guys keep stating about he didn't like the deal, but this is what came out his own mouth before fighting Spence.
That's right. That's right.
Mm.
He's in the twilight of his career. That's right. That's right.
hey, Ahmed,
Hold on. Let him finish. Whoa! What he just said? Wait, whoa! Run the
Wait,
clip. Run the clip. What he said?
hey, Ahmed, you just gotta chill, bro. He making y'all look horrible in these streets.
Bro, the
But
man
why
just
it's
said
him
that he
though?
don't care. It's 50-50.
If you go to the diehards and you bring up this type of evidence, they
Yeah.
still twist it and turn it back around and somehow
Hey,
still Spence fault.
Hey Lennar,
It's never Spence's fault. It's
I'm
Al's fault.
frustrated with Terrence Crawford
Because you
and
got to
Terrence
fuck with us
Crawford
now.
people because they got me sticking up for this plain
For
hoagie
us. Yeah.
in his
I love it.
in his sycophant
I
fucking,
love it.
and mind you, it's
Jam-
premium meat and premium
Jamil,
bread.
we've had so
You
much
complain about
quality time lately since Terrence Crawford has
oh,
fucked
oh
up.
my god, man. He got me sticking up for y'all. But but in reality, the dude said, once I get this third belt, you gonna see who's been holding up this fight.
Yep.
And y'all made
Because he
and
knew
y'all made him, and y'all made him look right. Yo, like he pulled the covers off the situation. And now I gotta
Man.
hear fucking Menard on every live that I go on talking shit. And it's valid. Though. It's valid.
Facts.
Yo, I just
Facts.
gotta listen. I just got a another breaking announcement, guys. It looks like Terrence Budget Crawford has made a call to Al Heyman, and look what's popped up on Al's caller ID when he called in.
He was mad, huh?
Nah, it's a scam. This
He
guy's a
Oh.
fucking
said
scam, bro.
he said Terrence Budget Crawford. Oh man.
Oh
Yo,
Listen.
man.
yo.
So
You
I'm a so hey, why? I got two quick questions. I don't know if you can really get this out, but who is Boots fighting next?
Oh, hold on a
don't
second.
know
Is
yet.
that too personal?
No,
There you
don't know
go.
yet.
Uh,
Okay.
Bond
And
QQ. Here's the link. I just put it in. I didn't know you wanted to get on. There's a link for you, brother.
then you heard anything about who Spence next opponent is going to be?
I've heard rumors, but nothing from nobody that's solid. Right now, everything's going to depend on Spence. Whoever Spence chooses, then the domino falls after that.
Okay. And by the way, man, I'm a big Boots fan. You know, he's my second favorite welterweight. So, I know that you think I'm all Spence, but man, I love Boots, man. I really see his potential.
Hey
Who's your
man.
favorite welterweight?
It's Spence,
Oh,
but I
Spence.
mean
He'll cook him
Boots.
too. How about that?
Who?
I said he'll cook him too.
Well,
I mean, we'll
we'll
give it some
we'll
time.
I'm
we'll
just
see. But
talking shit.
I got some
I'm
more
just talking shit.
damning. I have some more damning
And you get
evidence.
to fight, a mediocre guy. Why not take the money? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about
Hey,
it.
man.
Terrence is 30 years old. He at the peak of his, at the peak of his, and you get to fight, a mediocre guy. Why not take the money? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. At the same time, Terrence is 30 years old.
This nigga said this shit back in 2018 when
Hey,
he first got into the welterweight division.
but
Hey, you know
Kwame,
that what kind of
but
reminds
that's
you of? Like that
what
reminds you of what's the name of that word? Like that raw feel, like raw. Even when you get like audio, like the hidden files, like the way he was
Hmm
sounding, like
yeah.
that was some hidden files type shit. It's
But
hilarious.
but all I said when I first hopped on here is if you're unbiased, you know what this is. This is exactly what he just said.
Yep.
This is a
He
quick
just
bag
said it.
for a dude that he's going to stop. And I'm not mad at it. Just stop blaming everybody else and stop
For what you're
saying,
doing.
"Oh, it was a raw." No, you know what this is. This is a lick. Get your money
Get your
and
bread.
then go see him in the spring or summer. But Crawford fans, why do y'all have to? Oh man, well, percentages and all that. You know what this is. He shouldn't get 50-50 based on business. If he can get it, more power to him. I doubt that he will, but stop acting like a dude that sells significantly less deserves as much as a dude that sells more. In what reality?
And YSM, you know, it's so crazy because when for example, I try to flip it over to make it make sense, like because they always want to throw the accomplishments in your face, like, oh, he's accomplished, and I'm like, well, we're not talking about a Hall of Fame list, we're not talking about pound for pound list, we're talking about just strictly revenue. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to talk
Right.
about that. It'd be a different argument if you said, okay, well, who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame right now before who? You can make a stronger argument for Crawford right now. But I mean, that's different argument though. See, but they don't get that type of simple logic. They say
Hey,
that he's
Lenore,
yeah.
roll a clip.
Okay, so Spence is not. So you don't think Spence will be this year? Maybe next year.
Never.
Really? Why say never? What about 154, Terrence?
Never gonna happen.
What about?
Do you see Bud Crawford and Errol Spence fighting at 147, 154?
I really don't even see us fighting. To tell you the truth.
I never really felt like I really needed Errol Spence for my legacy or my career.
And like I said before, you know, I've been the number one guy in the division since I came here.
Hey, you gotta post it on your channel, Kwame.
Oh Lord have
Hey, hey,
mercy.
hey, 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 Kwame. I was there at that press conference after the Porter fight, and
Yeah,
listening to him say that, I was like, yeah. But like, I kind of like bring this up. A lot of times, you got to pay attention to what Terrence Crawford says and what his actions are. And over the past few years, he's been very consistent in what he said and his actions. And
facts.
one of the things that
Hey,
stood out for
y'all.
me
Hey, let me mention
was,
this one time, y'all, and I'm gonna get
whoa,
out y'all way. Back in May after Spence beat Yugis, he went out and said he went out in public and said, "I'm going straight into the fight. I don't want no tune up. I don't want nothing. I want to go straight into it. If it's time for it to happen," he said, "Oh, it's time for him to dispute it right now." So he contradicted himself. This was back in May.
right, right.
Now he got to
April,
split it.
yeah.
Oh man, that was posted somewhere. I forgot where it was posted.
That
Where
was
they
Mike,
had that quote.
Mike Pence, Mike, whatever that dude name is, said it, and he had posted it or whatever. But he actually
Yeah,
said it though.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
But
I just sit back. Oh, go ahead, brother.
now I was saying, like,
I'm
with Terrence Crawford, ever since he got to the welterweight division, he's talking about potential fights against like Errol Spence or Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia. It's like, well, if it makes sense, the fight will get made. And he said that in 2018. He said that in 2020. He said that in 2021. And as you see here, it's pretty much holding the form. Like,
Hey,
Yo,
Kwame.
what's up?
Hey, who am I? Who am I? I got you. I got you. But they give Ugas and Danny Garcia 50-50 and Sean Porter 50-50, but I can't get 50-50.
They act like it's they money. They act like it's they damn money.
Hey, now there's a now here's some more proof because I want to go back to like what the initial topic was about
Yeah.
ducking boots. Roll the clip.
It's up to them. Like I said, it's up to them. Because you heard what Sean Porter said that he's on YouTube.
Yeah.
That he ain't, man, I ain't fighting again. You know what I mean? And then
Hey,
Crawford,
another. Oh
I
shit.
got a phone call from my man Everett. He said, man, they ain't fighting boots. So, you know what I mean? So,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Who is he? This guy's a professional bum basher. He doesn't want to fight anyone who has a chance of beating him. We got to call a spade a spade.
Y'all know what the another thing is? Crawford fans blaming everybody, but they really the ones who to blame because it's really they fault that he don't sell. But they
Facts.
complain about who owe
True.
him money and
right.
this and that. Y'all are the ones to blame, bro, because he not selling. But y'all, his diehard fans, talking about what he need, what he want. Bro, y'all can't demand that. Y'all not even buying this nigga fight. Go buy that motherfucking fight.
True.
And once he starts selling, bro, he can demand what he want. Right
Who
now,
wait?
he
Yep.
ain't in
Who's
that
talking?
position.
Listen,
Who's talking?
This ain't over.
God damn, this nigga's cooking over here, bro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm on it.
yeah,
I've been
yeah,
on it, man.
yeah. Hey, hey, look,
Remember.
like, you
They be
can't even
scared of
get
me,
Terrence
man.
Crawford to sell outside of his own venue. We had the thing posted in reference to Crawford Khan at Madison Square Garden, right? 1.5 million, right? But what here we are earlier this year around Memorial Weekend, you had Gervonta Tank Davis selling out the Barclays Center with a high price point.
Look, I'm not. I'm listen. I'm gonna. I'm not buying that fight.
I'm buying the
I'm.
fight.
I, you're talking about the BLK Prime fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
You buy?
Well,
Oh, you're a
I,
boxing diehard. He's
yeah,
a
I know,
boxing
but
diehard.
I ain't buying it.
Look,
I'll probably give Blue Blood Sports TV the $40 in his Cash App or a super chat, but
Well,
I'm not buying it because
you said what?
it's not worth to me. It's not worth seeing. To be quite honest, I'd rather play for Frank Martin and Mitchell Rivera.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
I'd rather pay $40 to see
yeah.
that because
That's a
I want to go
50-50.
see
That's
that.
a 50-50.
hey,
Yo,
hey,
I want
hey,
to see.
you know what?
Yo,
We
put
already
I'm
know
a,
who gonna win that fight, bro.
I'm
hey
gonna be
I
a
who?
don't know who's gonna
savage.
win it.
Who that? Hold on. That's not a gimme on either way, bro. That's not a
Right, it
gimme on either
ain't.
No,
way.
Word. I'm
this
gonna
is this.
be. Hey, yo,
Hey,
check it.
one.
I'm gonna be a savage. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna pay the $40 just to see how many times that stream gets locked up over the course of the
Yeah,
paper.
I want.
Yeah, true.
I was just telling Chris that the other day. I'm like, can that even their software can it even
Hey,
handle that many
is that
people
Can
on
they
there?
Crawford?
bear with?
Is
Can
the
they
dude
handle
who
all that many?
like Crawford still in here? Who
Nah,
support Crawford?
No, he got. But what I'm trying to say is that Frank
Oh,
Martin fight,
he getting me.
that Ali,
He's getting me. I,
that Frank Martin Ali fight,
Did
man.
he consider David Ebenezer a dangerous fight for Bud?
Yeah,
I
hmm.
well,
don't know.
Bud said he was tough.
He thought he was a dangerous fight to perform. Like,
That's
Yeah,
what Bud
they.
said.
see, that's what's crazy about them Bud fans. They think they trying to boost this guy up to make Crawford look good, but you can't do that though. Now,
Hey,
if Spence was to do this, I would be on his ass for the same shit. Cause we know
Yeah,
Spence mopped this nigga just like we know
facts,
Crawford mopped this motherfucker, bro. We know
facts.
this, bro. This man ain't finna get his man no problem, bro. Come on now.
hey, hey, but that Frank Martin Ali fight, man, that's not a gimme fight either way.
No, that's that.
That was. I'm surprised they made that fight. If I was coaching each fighter right now, if I'm still trying to beat my fighter, I would have stayed clear of each other because I would have been like, it's too dangerous of a fight to go in. Because if I lose this fight, I'm still trying to build up my empire. It's gonna set me way back.
Hey, we haven't seen a fight like this since Jamal Charlo and J Rock.
Yeah, yeah, truly,
That's
like
the last.
truly.
Yeah, the last time we seen a fight with up and coming fighters like
yeah.
this.
But the thing is,
And
with
that.
Martin, they tried to see if they could get Colbert, but Colbert was not in shape for it. He wasn't ready. I mean, that's what the trainers are saying.
What I'm interested in is who's gonna be the aggressor and who's gonna be the boxer because we know Frank Martin can do both, and we know Ali can really do boxing well. So, what's the style that's going to be implemented?
Probably Frank being the aggressor to start off.
You said what?
Frank gonna be the aggressor to start off, and then
I'm
Ali
thinking so
gonna
too.
counter that, and
I'm
then
thinking so
Frank
too.
gonna counter that counter. So
And I've seen Rivera. Rivera's been down too, so just to see how he
Yeah.
reacts to being hurt by somebody like Frank Martin. That's another question right there too.
yeah,
Vice versa.
Yeah,
Vice versa
true.
too. How Frank Martin good, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. That's why it's such a good fight.
It is a
Yeah,
good
and
fight.
that's what.
It's a really good fight. And it's amazing because, all these people are saying, oh, PBC ain't had no money, they have no money. But if you're just using your brain, if they're forecasting to use a whole bunch of money to make the fight between Spence and Bud, then they're gonna freeze their spending on the rest of the fights. But now that they know the fight's not happening, now we got Benavidez and Plant. Now we got Frank Martin and Mitchell Rivera, and we can't lie. PBC gave us some great fights this year. The first
Yeah,
half of the year, we got some great fights out of PBC.
is
So
Char? Who you guys got right now? Who you got as fight of the year?
Uh,
my candidates are Charlo Castaño two.
Me too.
yeah.
Um, actually, Taylor versus Serrano was one.
Hmm.
Uh, let's see what else.
Figueroa, Fulton. What you think about that?
Figaro Fulton.
Nah,
Baval, I mean, even Baval Canelo was exciting. I mean, just to see the way the class of
yeah,
that was
Baval.
a bunch of. But that was that. I wouldn't give a
yeah.
fight a year. That was one way traffic.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
think
not because
that
it
was
was
pretty
super
much like one
competitive.
way traffic for most
I
of
just
it.
like it was just a beauty
Fedora,
to see.
Yeah.
what was good? B House. He said he got Fedora and Lubin.
Yeah, Fedora
Okay.
Lubin. Yes. That
Yeah.
For as
definitely
long as it
Salute,
lasted, yeah.
salute to
Yeah.
my brother Goon in the building. What's good with you?
Fulton Figueroa was last year.
What's good, Goon? Oh, my bad, my bad. What else? Who
So
else?
yeah,
Right now, all I can think is Charlo Castano. If I had to pick one, that's the one.
yeah,
But as long as
I
that
think
one
so
lasted.
too.
yeah. That one was live. That was just crazy action for those first few rounds, and see like Charlo just developing the being more sharp and everything like that, and then finishing it off definitively like he did. That was just great.
And it was
You
super
know what?
competitive,
People,
even though we,
all
it was super competitive, even though we know it's not gonna get his credit because it's not a big time fight. But you know that going all the way up to heavyweight, that Chinese dude with Zhang when he fought I think he fought like a Middle Eastern dude. I forget the name. Maybe the boxing source, you might know who I'm talking about. But I believe the brother from China, and then
Delay Zhang versus what the thing that was the Usyk Joshua card?
yeah, yep. And then it was
Okay,
sweat all over
yeah.
the ring.
But man, Delay Zhang at the end
Huh?
of that fight, he almost fell out. He was so tired.
I'm just saying, you talk about a fight. I mean, that was
Alan,
just a
what was it?
war
Alan
from.
Babbage?
Yeah, I think it was Was it that one? It
I
was
think
under the
Oh
Usyk
wow.
card.
it
I have
was.
to agree. I gotta agree with B House. Fight of the year was Lubin Fondora. I forgot that was this year.
Yeah,
That's
Lubin
fight of the
Fedor.
year.
Yeah.
That's
They
fight of
got
the
to be.
year.
They got to be on the list too.
That's
Lubin
fight of
Fedor.
the year.
You know why?
yeah,
Because Lubin Fedor before that fight, like pretty much everybody thought that was gonna be a great fight, and it actually lived up to it.
Everything.
exactly. Yeah.
Knocked down. Most both guys knocked down.
Oh, it
Punch.
was Philip.
Bombs being landed. That
Yeah,
was it.
Philip Hergovich is the guy I was thinking about that fought
Yeah,
today.
Philip Hurt versus Zhang. Yeah,
Yeah,
what you think about
but
that
man,
one?
I think Zhang, man, he could have had that win if they counted that knockdown. They didn't count that knockdown.
Yeah, that was a war.
That was a knockdown, man.
But I mean, again, I mean, listening to Carlos Chicks before it hatches because we still got this Frank Martin and Rivera fight. This really could be fight of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It really just how close it is right now. So um,
It has the potential. It has,
that's what I'm
but
saying. So let's not count it off yet.
yeah, definitely not. I would just say,
Mhm.
but they got some tall shoes to fill. Boots to fill against Lubin and Fondora because that was action from
Yeah.
start to
So
finish.
yeah, Lubin Fandora candidate, Charlo Casano candidate, Taylor Serrano candidate. I was going to add
Zhang.
Shields versus Marshall, but that one was too wide a fight to me.
So
Yeah.
Like it
you
was,
ain't gonna include Zhang
yeah, the
and
Zach
Chris Hugget?
Bergovich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably add that. I'll probably add that in.
So
That was a unanimous decision. Damn.
You know what? Speaking, talking about Charlo Casano, I hear a lot of. I mean, all due respect to get to Derek James, but the adjustments that Charlo made, we gotta give Joan Guzman a lot of credit for that.
Oh yeah,
For that slip.
Wait, what you
You
mean, Joan
gotta
Guzman?
Joan
What about
Guzman.
both of them?
Steve second.
Who? Huh?
I think it was. I mean, honestly, and I do think Joan Guzman he played a role, but if you're talking
Yeah.
about the in corner adjustments, it was all given by Jerry James, and then it could be
Yeah,
just
but
because. Go ahead.
it was if you look at the style where Charlo would slip off when he would slip the punches and counter. That's the Joel Guzman move that he learned from Floyd Senior, being trained by Floyd Senior for so many years.
Yeah.
Which one?
Have you uh um just what Joan Guzman showed Charlo? If matter of fact, I'm gonna post it in uppercuts
The
because I've been
slip,
meaning to
but can
post
you
it for a
explain it
while.
again?
It was the way on the corner where when Castagna would throw a shot where Charlo would roll off and then throw the up and throw the counter. And that's a Joan Guzman move. It's a move that he learned from Floyd Senior.
Okay, little crafty trick.
Yeah, because he was Manny Pacquiao ducked him too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the fight that I was mad that I didn't get to see.
Someone mentioned a thing for Plant Durrell. The only thing for Plant Durrell is that's like a potential candidate for knockout of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fight
Well,
itself,
not well, but no. I mean, it's clear though. Knockout of the year so far it has to be Wilder and Hellenius.
Man.
Plant Durrell, that was pretty good too.
yeah,
I mean, Plant the Real is more devastating, but I mean, just the crispness of the knockout. I
yeah,
mean, it was
man.
just for Wilder and Hellenius
So,
was just
That
like
nigga
I
was
was just,
out.
man, I was taking
yeah.
photos and for most of the fight, and didn't really, think anything was going to happen. And all of a sudden, it happened. I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
I
was
think
like shocked at that.
beating of the year is fucking unfortunately might be David Morrell. You know what I mean? Like Jesus Christ.
Oh
Did
man,
did Duke? Yeah. Duke? Is he still in the coma?
No, wait. Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But that was like near death experience of the year. I mean, because that was
Yeah.
wasn't that kind of competitive. I didn't get to watch that fight. Was it kind of competitive
Yeah.
in the beginning?
He was. You know what? He was. If you go look at the fight, Morrell was playing with him.
yeah,
Morrell was
Oh,
playing
okay,
with him.
okay.
He could have
Because
put
you
him
talking
out of
about
there.
because you talk about another candidate for beating of the year was that beating that Spence gave Ugas. That was a beating.
Oh yeah, that's those two. That's but
That was a
both of
shellacking.
them. Yeah, eye injury
know
and
what
coma.
though?
Like
I like that Stanionis Butayev fight.
Oh,
that was
that was.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That was
Yeah,
a
that was
fight
a
of the
pretty
year
good
too.
fight.
That was yeah. I could be a candidate for fight of the year too.
Shout out to Leon. Leon said Lubin Fedora beating of the year.
Yeah,
No, but
that was a
see,
hell of
but
a
it
fight.
was even though you could tell that Lubin needed to stop that fight because Lubin was getting the worst end of it. Lubin was
Yeah,
still
Yeah,
in that fight though, so
yeah, he
yeah.
was.
he was hanging in there the best. He lived the definition of just hanging in there the best he
That
could.
that's why I call it fight of the year because it was a knockout drag out fight and he even came back and knocked the dude
What do
down.
you
Yep.
what do you guys think of Fedora? Do you think that the size advantage and the reach advantage is was saving him if he was just a
Yeah,
regular
Yes, of course,
regular
absolutely.
154 pounder that
of
he would have got?
course.
But he's tough too. He got a chin and
Yeah.
Yeah.
he got some whiskers, so he tough. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
but after seeing what he did with Ocampo in there, I mean,
Yeah.
it either Ocampo was a lot better than people thought, or Earl's a lot better than people thought, or Fundura's not as good as we thought. It's one of those three. So
Well,
Yeah.
Probably a mixture
he
of all
had
three.
that fight against what was it, Sergio Garcia too,
mhm.
where like some people thought that Garcia was getting the better of him over the course of that fight. You know.
I'm just
Yep.
saying, there's levels. I mean, you not to big up my guy, but I mean, there's levels to this. My guy got this dude out there in one round, and here you go having a war with them all 12.
True. And he
I
was
mean,
heavier, able to absorb more shots. Yeah.
Punches,
Yeah.
yeah,
but he was undefeated too. I mean, come on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. He did.
So,
You know
Let's
them
talk.
body shots, them liver shots. You know, a lot of people can't get up from those, man. So
Hey Kwame, can you pull up Mean Machine destroying avocado?
I need to find where's your shorts link your short video for that. Where's that at?
Let me you want me to send one? Let me see if I still got it.
Message it to me.
All right.
I like how Kwame, you take satisfaction of just putting up these videos on Crawford.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying. You know, look, he was talking a lot of shit to EJ for the last couple years, and it's just we just keeping it real. He turned out to be everything he was accusing EJ of.
Yep.
Everything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everything. It was like he was self
Yeah.
projecting who he was on Arrow. And as
Mm.
soon as if you looked on Twitter, as soon as Arrow said shit like, "Oh," and it's just like his fan base. Once Arrow was like, "Oh, you got transparency," you even want to do this, that, and the third. He went and he called Earl a clown. It's like when
Hmm.
they get hit with facts, they try to go personal with you.
Exactly.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I look, I just I can respect him as the businessman, but he portrayed himself not to be the businessman. He portrayed himself to be the warrior for the last 4 years. And when people were talking about you know business with Spence was like, oh, y'all guys are accountants, y'all pocket watch, y'all this and that. But look at these guys, they all pocket
Yeah.
watch. They all
Now they put on their business suit, man. It's crazy.
yeah, it's amazing. But hopefully we can get them in the ring. Uh,
Hey, what was upset of the year for y'all?
Upset of the year.
Hmm.
I don't think we had too many big upsets from the big name fighters this year, did we?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I haven't seen any. That's what I was trying to think. I haven't seen any
Upset
upset.
for the big name fighters
Wait,
yet.
wait, 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 wait.
Oh.
Who?
What's the name? Ryo. Ryo. That was an upset.
Oh well, yeah,
Who?
yeah. That was one.
Ryo. That was an upset.
What's his full name?
The dude that stopped Teofimo in sparring allegedly.
Oh yeah, yeah, that
Hold
was
on.
upset. Yeah, yeah. Oh, another one too was Mark Masayo
Mhm.
when he faced up that Mexican dude. You know Mark Masayo.
Mhm.
Oh, when he
Yo,
fought Ray Vargas.
yeah, yeah. I didn't expect that one either. That
Um,
was upset.
I don't know.
Vels Noela.
Yeah, Jose.
That's
Yeah,
Valenzuela.
Venezuela. Yeah, 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 yeah. That was
Valenzuela.
upset. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Nigga got knocked out by a can.
Oh, and you know what? Didn't Zando Martin fight Mikey this year, or did he not fight Mikey this year?
No, that wasn't this year.
Okay, last year. Okay.
Yeah, man, this shit's crazy, man. But you know, Terrence Crawford needs to give Boots a shot. If he ain't gonna fight Errol Spence, he needs to give Boots a shot. Boots is up there in the sanctioning body. Like I said, I'm not gonna blame him for Virgil Ortiz because I know they don't want Virgil Ortiz to fight Terrence Crawford. Oscar De La Hoya, his stable is thin, so he's not Oscar De La Hoya will sacrifice Virgil Ortiz for Errol Spence because that's a big payday in Cowboy Stadium, but he's not going to sacrifice Virgil Ortiz against Terrence Crawford because there's no money in that for him. It's just a loss. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I've been up here for 2 hours. It's midnight where I'm at Eastern time. Uh, I definitely appreciate everyone who rocked out with us in the chat. Also, the panel. I only got one person left on the panel, but the boxer source. You got any last words?
Oh man, just Terrence has got to be, you know, he got to step up, man, and his fans got to demand that from him. Like I said before, when you get to be a number one pound for pound guy for fighting Julius Ndongo, then you really ain't kind of like pushing yourself to, fight those top guys like that. So we need to expect more from Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, I feel his accomplishment of becoming the first undisputed in the four belt era at 140. That's great. He made history, but I think just as himself to want to be great, I feel like that can't be the highlight of his career. Based on from a legacy standpoint. I'm not talking about from an accomplishment standpoint, but from a legacy standpoint with opponents. If if Julius Ndongo is the focal point of your legacy and you got 39 fights, there's something you doing that's not right. Especially if you rank number one pound for pound in the world. I think I got the
Oh, that reminds me, that thing for ESPN, I got to look at that again. I got to look at their link in reference to who they voted for, for their top 10, each one of the panelists. I got to look at that
uh
because the last one that they did, it was very, very frustrated because they had Vasil Lomachenko listed on their pound for pound list and did not have, as they do now, they did not have Jamel Charlo on the pound for pound list.
yes,
And
disrespectful, man.
for most full amount of
That's
That's
people,
just
disres- that's
horse
that's
shit,
that's
man.
disrespectful.
Yes.
Yeah.
to the max.
And for a number of people on that panel, not to even have Jamel Charlo in their top 10 tells me that they shouldn't really be talking about who's pound for pounder or not. When he has one of the better
Guys,
154-pound resumes in the past 25 years or so.
They hit them.
See,
They actually turned 154 into somewhat of a glamour division. At first, it was just a division where if he was too
guys,
big to make
yeah.
middleweight.
guys. This is who Bud is fighting. This is who Bud is fighting.
getting mashed up by Gidegis Kavaliauskas, who in a Gidegis
Damn.
Kavaliauskas
Y'all want
had
my
a
y'all want my you
somewhat
want my southpaw? You want my
jaw.
southpaw
No, I don't want. I,
773
and I don't
impression?
want no. I don't want no sound. I don't own the rights to shit.
Fair
I don't
use,
want no
fair use,
sound.
fair use,
But
fair use, fair use, fair use. That's how they say it.
David
don't
Avocado getting
don't hit me with
destroyed by it. Yeah. That's who he's fighting.
yeah
His leftovers.
Right.
yeah.
That's
It's
right.
pretty sad.
But this is not the. But you know
Yeah
what? To be
yeah
honest with you, hey,
yeah.
hey, boxing scene. Who was
It's boxing
who
But
source.
it's
was
double leftover
boxing? So sorry.
because
Yo,
he's also Lamont Peterson's leftovers too.
that's right.
So so
Bud
it's
came on
even Earl
the
Spence's leftovers.
but Bud okay boxing source. Who Bud's first fight on HBO where he started getting notoriety? It was Brandis Prescott, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was the one. Greatest Prescott.
Because he
Yeah
came in,
yeah.
he took the fight on a couple days' notice, and so what was Brandis Prescott's claim to fame at that time? Who did he knock out in the first
Amir
round?
Khan.
So he took less money for fighting his leftovers. So this is the second time. So this is the second time he's done this.
Yep.
He took less
Uh,
money for fighting a man that he not that
leave
knocked out the that yeah.
leave that dick alone. You gotta leave him alone. All right, guys. I gotta go, man.
Yeah, me
So
too,
I
man.
definitely
Fuck
appreciate
it.
you guys. The chat.
I admit you getting memed all weekend, bro. All weekend, I'm coming for
Okay, okay.
you.
Well, salute to
We
the
mean
chat.
you already know. All right.
Salute,
Salute to the
yes,
chat, man.
sir. Salute to the chat. Salute to the panel. Stay loyal to the game, and we out of here. Peace.